This show includes naughty language, erotic role-playing, and inappropriate conversations and/or insensitive depictions of everyone and everything. The conversations, jokes, and voice acting portrayed in this show is parody, and in no way a depiction of our beliefs. If any part of our show offends you, simply don't listen to it anymore. Enjoy. Welcome to what I guess is season 2 of a show, and we're calling it season 2 because we took a break and we came back, so that makes it a second season, right? That's how it works.
How seasons work, isn't it?
Yeah. So this won't be called season 2, episode 1. This will be called episode 20 or 19 or something.
I know Rick and Morty take like a good year and a half break between seasons.
Or do we like the Star Wars away and like do like this could be 3, and then we'll go back and do 1 later.
Oh, you can like this is season 3.
Yeah.
And then go back.
Yeah, and then we'll do.
Welcome to season 3 of It's a Bit Shit.
4. What's that say? 4.
You go 4 and go back and do 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to season 4 of It's a Bit Shit. You're joined by myself, Sam, my boo carkers. We have Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, man.
And we have Peter. Hey, Peter. How are you?
Hey, Sam. Good to see you.
And our Bukaki this evening, joining us again for the second time is Peter's wife, Monica. How are you?
Hello, boys.
Legally obligated.
Legally obligated as part of the marriage to join in on the podcast.
Very excited to be booked.
This bell hasn't even. There we go. Thank you.
I saw an opportunity. I took it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. It's been a fun little break, and we're getting back into it all over again. It's going to be exciting. How's everyone feeling? You guys all excited? 2022's off with a bang, literally. So, you know, with like
Pew pew.
Pew.
Yeah.
Bulk explosion time. Yeah, no, I reckon this would be good. We got some good films to destroy.
We're all prepared and shit. It's weird.
Yeah, it's like
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
well, within reason.
yeah, we know what we've got to watch when we watch it. Even if we watch it an hour and a half before we have to be somewhere.
An hour 40 minutes. Thank you very much.
Good job.
Thank you.
We still know what we're doing,
Yeah.
right? To some extent.
To be fair, I only watched like an hour 38. Started to roll credits and I just stopped it there.
Fair enough.
You missed a song.
Yeah, you missed out on the credits.
I've heard it before.
You know what? This is enough. I'm good here.
Yeah. You can't fault the song, but you can definitely fault the movie.
Yeah. So we are doing Ghostbusters, not the all-female remake that is the superior one. No, we're doing the original 1984 version, written by a bunch of misogynistic pigs, I think is the best way to put it.
Well, we had to do this one because like we couldn't. After watching the all-female one, there was just nothing you could.
Yeah, we had nothing we could write for
Yeah.
it. It was perfect.
Yeah.
It's a perfect film, isn't it, Monica?
It's the best movie.
Yeah.
I watch it like every night.
Yeah. Before you go to bed, it helps you go to sleep. Like, yeah.
I mean, it definitely put me to sleep. So.
Wonderful. All right. So one thing that we did when we did the Metallica episode is we drank these terrible drinks.
They weren't terrible. Come on.
The first taste of it, Monica, was terrible. And then later on, after we finished recording the Metallica episode, Peter, myself, and Monica had some drinks, and we decided to drink a couple more. And we worked out that with the Wild Goose, they actually get better on the second drink.
Mad Goose. Mm-hmm.
Mad Goose, sorry. Wild Goose,
Get
Mad
it right.
Goose. I know, I'm the fucking worst. So for me, though, that sort of gave me this great idea that every episode I do this year of this podcast, I'm going to try a different drink that's probably going to be fucking terrible.
Yeah, just look for the worst reviewed things and get them.
So this week, I've gotten a thing called Old Rosie, and here's some reviews, just some quick ones. This cider tasted as though it had been made from soaking sweaty socks in a vat of wastewater. I was so disappointed, as I have had Western ciders before, and they had been really nice. Never again would I buy this one. I wouldn't recommend. That's a good one. Yeah, that's encouraging. I bought a bottle in Camberwell, Victoria, to share on Christmas Day. It was rancid, flat and vinegary, and all 5 of us tipped it down the sink. I found this to be the worst cider I've ever had this displeasure of letting pass my lips. It was dreadful. To confirm, I let others try it. Some were apathetic at first, then the aftertaste hit. Also, some were apathetic on their first taste. So, the absolute worst.
I'm excited.
I'm fucking really excited.
Can I just read something from the label real quick?
Please do.
Besides the alcohol content of like 6.8%, slowly matured and left unfiltered.
Stop it, Aaron.
That's not even my favorite one. 13.6 UK units. I don't know what that equates to.
I don't know what that equates to either, but it scares me a little.
Because, the 284 ml serving is 1.9 units.
Okay.
So you're drinking 2 litres of just piss by the looks of it.
It is a 2-liter bottle, and it does look like rancid piss if you were to...
It's left
If you wanted to
unfiltered.
describe it, it's like when you've drank no water and you piss, and it's just that rancid yellow colour. That's
If
basically
you
what we're
Urban
drinking.
Dictionary and Old Rosie, it's probably getting pissed on.
It kind of looks like.
Give me the old Rosie, mate.
Now, do you know what it looks like when you're like being real cheap and you don't flush the toilet all night, and then in the morning, like after everyone's been pissing in it all night, and it's got that like over yellow.
I don't think I've ever been that cheap to flush a toilet.
Well,
Pete's
welcome
quite
to
frugal.
2020. Yeah, very. Ain't wasting
Alright.
any water around these parts.
So Monica and I both have one of these each because Monica's like, you know what, fuck it, I can get rowdy too.
Just get
Yeah,
shit
I'm
tin.
not going
She's like,
anywhere.
I'm a stay-at-home mum. Like, what else do we do? Like,
So I'm gonna attempt to crack this fucking thing, which is not cracking. Jesus Christ!
I had to do it for Monica. Do you want me to?
I
do
was
it for
going
you
to say,
too?
Monica's just cracked hers like nothing. You're like, oh,
I'm not sniffing it. That's ballsy of you to sniff it.
I just,
it's unfiltered. Hang on.
it's not that bad.
That's definitely unfiltered vinegary.
Jesus Christ!
You can really smell the cloud.
I'm not sniffing it.
Oh, wow.
Everyone else was good. I was confident that Peter smelt it. Fuck. All right, here I go. Taste one.
The gob 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 gob.
Oh god.
That's the glug of a 2-liter glass bottle.
Fuck, man. It just tastes like white wine. That's what I taste.
All right, fucking.
Yep.
What do you got, Monica? What do you reckon?
I'm going.
Oh, it's
in.
so vinegary.
I'm finishing it.
Oh, yeah.
You got to. It's part of the.
What do you think, Aaron?
Look, it's better than that Mad Goose, whatever the fuck that was called.
I would disagree, but
Oh, it's the aftertaste though. Oh.
No, I could drink that. I could much rather drink that than that mad old
And you said no to a glass.
hanging loose. Yeah, I'm still gonna say no. I still have to drive. I'm expensive.
all right. That's a good excuse to move on to the episode, I think.
It looks like it should have like 3-4 X's on it, but it tastes like a 1 or 2.
Drink is like, what's doing it for me? Like this is fantastic.
Is that arousing
Going
you,
back
Peter?
to-
She's got 2 hands on it. She's poking her tongue out like that.
Man, that aftertaste is dreadful. Eh?
I know.
It does remind her of you.
Just keep drinking it, and you won't get the aftertaste.
Yeah, and once we've had one drink's worth, it'll
Yeah,
go away.
I'm just.
I wonder
Yeah.
if this is the same though. Like once you finished one, like the second one's fine.
Can't wait to hit that 3rd and 4th liter of Old Rosie.
Fuck it. All right. Okay. We're doing Ghostbusters. And I think without further ado, we move on to talking about this part of it.
What makes it a bit shit?
Because there's nothing good about it.
There's always good things about it, but we've decided to strip that section from the show because we always talk about what's good about it anyway.
Yeah,
We always
during.
do that. I don't think we
Yeah.
need to dedicate time to it. So we were just like, you know, we're going to chop it out of there.
Here's why it's a bit shit. It's not an all-female cast.
Oh,
They should do that.
Yeah,
I'm just going to make a note.
Yeah,
of
if you
that.
could write that
Yeah.
down.
that's a good point.
All right, and
Yeah,
that's
thank
the
you.
end of the episode.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Credits.
Yeah.
It's a good episode, guys.
Oh, quickly, we'll do the fan fiction. Someone grabbed someone inappropriately. There's jizz everywhere. And credits.
Oh, I wish that was how simple the fan fiction was this week.
Oh, I
but
can't wait.
it's quite complicated.
What are we
Very
looking at
excited.
here? Like 4 or 5 pages?
7 pages.
7
they're
pages. Oh, they're double-sided.
back
Yeah.
in print.
Yeah.
Who wants to get cranking on what makes it?
Let's. Yeah. I mean, I don't know where to go after what
Are we-
Aaron said.
Yeah.
Are we going like chronologically? 'Cause-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always do. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
One thing I'd like to point out from just at the start, after the ghost has been through the library and stuff,
Yeah.
why do they have to be such mischief makers?
Yeah.
Like, they just make a mess.
They probably
Yeah.
started off like pretty casual ghosts, and then by the end of it, no one's listening to them. They're getting a little pissy.
Yeah, okay.
They're just 3-year-olds.
Especially when they're like throwing cards around the room, and then apparently the woman can't even hear it. Apparently,
She's like 80.
Yeah, she's like real old.
Wouldn't you notice anyway?
No.
The thing that annoyed me was the effects of like the books floating through. Like you could see the string on it and shit.
Oh come on, it was the 80s, bro. Shit was wild.
Terminator, bro. Terminator. They didn't like puppeteer the Terminator. Okay.
True.
They didn't have the Terminator on string.
No, they
But
had it on
the one that
wheels.
annoys me the most, how the fuck does the old librarian get lost in her own library?
Because she's old.
Yeah, she doesn't get like.
Nah, but she ain't that old.
Yeah, she's crazy lady who's in all the films.
Yeah, like we need a weird old lady. We're just weird old lady number one every time.
She was probably like, she's still around. I'm pretty sure she would have been like 40. Like
She's probably 40 now. She just
Yeah,
never
yeah.
ages. She just looks old.
she is the ghost.
But yeah, that annoyed me.
Yeah.
Old lady getting lost in her own library.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks pretty big.
That was.
Nah, she took like four lefts. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, my exact note is runs not towards exit. Like oh no, I'm gonna go the other way. It's just like you fucking idiot.
I also just want like to add, after not seeing the porn parody of This Ain't Ghostbusters XXX, they really nailed some of the scenes in Ghostbusters. It's like almost verbatim. Good job, porn industry.
It's great. I haven't seen
I
it.
didn't know that was. I mean, of course, there's one.
Yeah,
but-
This Ain't Ghostbusters XXX. That's 3 X's for those.
Not 4.
Not 4, no.
Okay,
I'm glad
It's
you
not these
clarified.
jugs of
Yeah.
alcohol that you've got in front of you.
Fuck me. Yeah. Speaking of which,
It's like fucking moonshiners.
Yeah, don't confuse it with This Ain't Smurfs. That's a very different movie. It's in 3D. Check it out.
oh god,
Have you got? If we look you up in IMDb, do you show up in these ones as
Potentially.
well?
Just a little cheeky plug.
Yeah, just spruiking your shit. Yeah.
gross. That's fucked. That's not getting any easier, is it, Monica?
Give it time.
No.
Give it time.
No.
You haven't even passed the You haven't got to the label yet. When you drink down to the label, like you might have a different.
That's the sweet spot. Label's the sweet
yeah,
spot.
yeah.
That's almost like half a litre.
Good news is that cider is supposed to be good for you. Apple cider vinegar is supposed to be good for
Yeah.
you. And this,
Yeah.
this definitely has apple
they've
cider
left all
vinegar
the good
vibes.
bits in it. It's unfiltered.
Yeah, they call that the mother.
That's intentional cloud.
All right.
It's good. It's good for your acid levels.
All right, so moving on from there. I mean, from there I go to the card scene where he's zapping the dude and hitting on the student.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
That's where we wind up after that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty
sweet.
much.
Oh
He's
man,
such a lovely dude.
He seems like such a nice guy, right?
Yeah.
apparently like all his lines were just ad libbed. So like that was just natural
Oh,
predator.
gross.
Like
That's just the inner rapist of Bill Murray.
yeah.
I think what we all worked out watching this film is he is like extra creep level in this film, isn't he? Like he is just like
He's
way creepier and like hard to watch creepy as well, especially when he's in Dana's apartment.
it's definitely some cringe
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
shit there.
Yeah.
And that was just his natural.
Yeah,
go
Bill
ahead.
Murray just plays Bill Murray, is what I've gathered from every Bill Murray movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, like he wasn't even meant to have the role. It was meant to be John Buscemi, but he.
What?
John
Right.
Buscemi.
Oh,
You got that wrong.
I did.
Belushi.
Belushi, sorry,
And he died.
he did die.
Rip.
Ripped. So that was why he was in it. But apparently they named the eating ghost after him.
Slime? Slimer?
Sli-
What's
yeah,
his
yeah.
name?
Uh,
I'm going to
Yeah.
call him Slime.
Yeah,
Slimer.
Slimer, wasn't it?
well,
Yeah.
I think that was just what they ended
John
up-
Belushi.
Yeah.
John Belushi Ghost.
Yeah.
Just
Because apparently that was like a rip off of like a scene that he like back in the. I don't know. I read something about it.
like SNL days or something.
Yeah. Skit. It's a skit.
A skit.
That's great. Thanks, Peter.
I know. I'm good.
That was a good bit of information.
Thanks, Sam.
So let's talk about that card scene.
Let's.
What do you guys got?
The only thing I have for that is Dan Aykroyd can't act, but Bill Murray acts worse.
Dan Aykroyd's acting annoyed me more than Bill Murray because Bill Murray's just being Bill Murray, but Dan Aykroyd tends to like overact. Like he tries too hard.
And this is his movie. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
He read the script. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not the
Like,
script.
But he also was banging attractive Carrie Fisher.
Carrie
Yeah.
Fisher.
when she was attractive. So like, kudos.
Yeah.
Can't fault that man.
Was he?
Yeah,
What a guy.
yeah. During Blues Brothers days, that's why she was in a cameo in Blues Brothers.
Ah, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
that's it, guys. I'm out. See you later. Peace.
Yeah. See, Aaron shows up with information. It sounds interesting. I show up with information and I say the name wrong. Like,
I said Fisher Carry, so like I think we're good.
close enough. Close enough. So yeah, the card scene. I mean, that what a weird thing. Bill Murray, rapist, predator.
It was just it was very it was a very creepy scene.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Like it wasn't. I think like when I watched it when I was younger, I was like, ha, I get it. And now I'm watching it now, and I'm like, he
wants to stick a finger in that poor girl.
yeah.
At least one.
Yeah, several digits.
Potentially,
Poor woman.
multiples.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially.
And then Dan Aykroyd comes over and cockblocks him.
Yeah, the first
Oh, what a
scene you
jerk.
see.
What a jerk.
I actually thought it was great to see Dan Aykroyd because it was in that part you sort of see him in the middle area of like him thin in Blues Brothers to him fat trying to sell alcohol in a skull.
Yeah.
Like it was that nice middle ground where he's getting a little chunk, but like he ain't chunk, you know. And I was like, it's good to see pre-alcoholic UFO hunting Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah. Yeah. I did like it. Yeah.
How you going there? How's
So bad.
You enjoying every bit of it? You're not to the label yet, guys.
I'm not. I'll
Monica's
get there.
punching harder than I am. I'm so bad with shit that tastes like this. So,
You had like 3 cans of that
the Wild Goose is
Wild
the Mad
Goose.
Goose was different to this.
Wild Mad.
Mad Goose was more bearable than this. I'm
Fierce
better with
Goose.
petrol than I am vinegar, apparently. All right.
Just pointing at it like, what does that mean?
Let's keep this ball rolling. All right. Where do you go from there?
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, at the library.
You're back at the library now. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The whole thing about he's asking her questions and then he goes to like are you on your period, because like if you are, that's probably a reason
Yeah,
why
because
you're
you're a
seeing
crazy
shit.
woman.
Yeah, women are crazy.
That's a valid question, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
Also, she's probably too old for that, anyways.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
She's very old.
You guys assuming age?
Yes.
This is 2022. You can't do that.
Well, he assumed that she was a woman, so I mean, like, we're getting with the times at this point.
My favorite quote for this part was, "Listen, do you smell something?" And I was like, "I've done that before." Oh shit! Listen, you smell that? I was like, "Oh, that's probably where I got that from." Yeah, a little fun tidbit. And
I don't get why Dan Aykroyd wants to come so hard for ghosts. Like his the way he explains them and shit like that. It's just like over the top stupid.
because it's called acting, bro.
He is genuinely passionate about like
He's incredibly
UFOs
passionate
and
about
shit.
it.
Yeah.
I know.
like he's just getting his chance, man. Just getting his chance.
I know I gave shit to like the CGI before, but I got to give it extra shit. The ghosts in this look garbage.
Oh come on!
When you
bro.
see the old lady ghost, you're like, "Oh, that's done pretty well," and then it turns into like weird,
claymation-y thing.
claymation ghost. I was like, "Oh, you lost me."
Yeah, but I just looked at it and went, it's the 80s. They were doing coke.
Yeah, fucking a lot of coke.
Everyone was doing
A
coke.
lot of coke.
It's like, let it happen. Let it happen. What do you got?
I've just so poorly written out my notes. I'm going to need you guys to take the wheel a bit here, as opposed to me normally driving this forward. I need
Yeah.
you to move forward.
Yeah.
I will make note that I may have been under the influence of a narcotic upon watching this film.
Oh, yeah, so
Which
your
is-
noting's not particularly
It's
great.
not the greatest. I'm trying to understand what I've written for a lot of these
Bro,
things.
I watched this movie 2 hours ago. I ain't taking the reins on anything.
What have you written? What is your note?
I'm just making fun of people. So I just get like, why does Dan Aykroyd want to come so hard for ghosts? Then like they're like, oh, what are we gonna do after like the science lab closes? And they're just like, let's just put our friend into mad debt and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Oh, 19%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Didn't they have to leverage, like, they had to remortgage his house
Yeah.
or something like
Everyone has 3 mortgages.
Yeah.
At
Don't worry about
19%.
Yeah.
that? 19%.
That
Yep.
was it the Egon? Egon? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, that guy's monotone delivery just fucking got me. I thought that was the best shit.
Yeah, well, he
It's easily the best acting in all of that fucking movie.
yeah, just playing a guy who's just completely
Just with
straight.
interest alone, you'll be paying $95,000 back this year. I'm like, fucking nailed it. The only person that beat him in acting is like Rick Moranis. Like,
Yeah. Fuck, he's so good.
I feel like Dan Aykroyd's supposed to be the silly goofball Joker guy, but it doesn't really work because he's just like a bad actor.
Yeah, he's not good enough for this.
He's not good enough for like.
I mean, he did half
the
write
comedic
it.
relief.
Yeah, he should be better.
He half wrote it. He was, I think,
Aaron's really sensitive about Dan Aykroyd. This is like a thing.
Why is
for him.
that?
He's like,
because Blues Brothers is the shit.
Yeah, Blues Brothers is rad.
Yeah, so everything since then, I'm like, nah, he did Blues Brothers. Fuck yeah.
I feel that, man. I feel that.
Thank you.
I got that place. He's got that little place in my heart too.
Mm.
Fucking Blues Brothers is the best, man.
yeah. I was glad they introduced Sigourney Weaver as like a female character that needed to be rescued.
Yeah.
I was like watching the film, and I was like, oh, there's not enough
I've often
women
thought,
needing to be rescued.
like, you know what would be great for Sigourney Weaver? Just to be in danger and
Yeah,
be
like
rescued
damsel
by
in
Bill Murray.
distress,
Yeah.
yeah.
Who wants to see another strong female lead when
Ew.
she can be
That's
rescued?
disgusting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Ew.
That's
Ew,
what I'm
ew,
for.
ew,
And
ew.
somehow get wooed by a creepy Bill Murray.
Yeah, and I
That's
like
the gem.
the way that relationship develops. He like hard creeps on her in the apartment, and then she like kicks him out because he's being creepy as fuck. And then she just watches him on the news and falls in love with him.
Yeah.
She's like, ooh, famous.
Yeah. Oh, he's famous now.
I think that's
Yeah.
what happened with Peter and Monica. Like,
Yeah.
Monica's like, no, I want
definitely.
nothing to do with you. And then he's like, I'm a musician. And she's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
what it is.
kind of how it
just something
went.
just
eh?
clicked.
Is that like pulling a plug out? I'm not sure.
Just there's more of a clicking in her head, but it could be anything. Use your imagination. It's a
My
podcast.
brain
Don't worry about
falling
it.
out.
This is all audio. Yeah, it's all about audio. Just use your imagination.
We have several people rock up to our gigs. That's panties dropping and hitting the floor.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly how it went.
It's like you were there.
I was there.
Yeah, watching.
Watching.
They're like, man, I wish I could have several people rock up to my gigs. Yeah, then I said, am I the arsehole here? But I think this might be the only movie I found Sigourney Weaver attractive in. Yeah. I don't think it's because she's a damsel in distress, but I
never really found her attractive.
You're
but
like
Yeah.
a
found her-
weak woman.
was like,
I
yes,
found
I'm
more
more
attractive in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She seems too strong for me in other movies.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want someone who can crush my skull. Ah, a floaty lady. Yeah, give me that one.
What you're saying that like in the last Aliens film that she was in, that she wasn't attractive when she was like a half alien hybrid, bro.
You heard
she
me.
was like 6.
Okay, so that's the second time I found her.
yeah. She goes from like being like you
But
know,
I
just
just
super strong.
I need you guys to know that it's not because she's a damsel in distress, because she plays the cello, and those fucking things are huge. Like, she'll definitely beat my ass.
Anyone notice all like the foreshadowing with the Stay Puft marshmallows throughout the whole film?
Yeah.
I never noticed it before, and I was like,
No,
"Hey,
they're everywhere.
there's Stay Puft fucking everywhere throughout."
I
this
did
whole
not
film.
notice that.
Yeah, they're just
They're
like
on the
with-
counter when the eggs are...
yeah,
That been
on the
said.
side of a building.
I've been
somewhere else as
awake
well.
for like 12 hours. So.
Yeah.
It's 1 p.m. It's 1:35.
No, that's okay. I'll forgive you for not noticing.
Thanks, man.
That's all right. I wrote Peter Venkman is such a ladies' man.
Yeah, he's definitely shooting guns in a barrel, that guy. Whether they want it or
Oh.
not.
And in that same apartment scene, she's like super put off for him, but then he walks into the actual room where everything happened in the kitchen, and she's like cuddling up to him all of a sudden. Like,
She's terrified.
yeah,
And he's all
okay,
like,
but he's been hard creeping on her this whole time. And then he walks into the kitchen, she's like holding on to him, like, oh my god.
Fear is an incredible aphrodisiac.
I
would
wrote-
totally just straight for kitchen knives, though, just in case.
Just in case, yeah.
Just hide them behind
Not
my
for the
back.
ghost, but to stab Bill Murray if he gets a little
Yep.
handsy.
Yep.
with my hard hitting writing that I was doing the other night, I wrote, opens the fridge, there's no beer. That's a shit. That's shit.
Yeah.
There's no beer in that fridge, and that's upsetting. Not only is there no alternate world in there's no beer.
And then he's so mean to her food.
Well, it was
so
all
judgy. She hasn't been in there for 2 days.
And she did grab like groceries, and it's now like fucked on the counter.
Yeah,
like it's gross now.
don't
so.
judge food.
She got food. It got fucked.
But
her
he's
fault.
just trying to neg her to get into them
Oh, yeah,
panties.
yeah.
That's all he's
yeah.
doing. He's negging her.
That's
the
that works.
OG writer of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta knock
Like
it down a few
this shit
steps.
you eat.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't really like girls with packaged salami, but you seem to pull it off. I'm pretty sure that's what he grabbed out of a fridge and was like, "You eat this shit?" Factory sealed salami. It's a
my
good
favorite.
shit.
I did note that, of course, the first person that they shoot at is black. When they're going through the hotel lobby.
Yeah.
The first time they fire those guns, it's at a
You
black
need
person,
the,
like,
the
come on,
sassy
guys.
black lady.
Yeah, actually, I've got that as well. 3 white guys shoot at the black maid. Like, oh man, I just like one of my things like about like going kind of back to the apartment. It's like this dude's just taken out. I mean, he not personally, but like they just took out like a massive loan just to try and start a business. His first client, and he's trying to like rape her. It's like,
Well, he's not trying to rape her, Peter. Otherwise, he
it's
would
not
have
his.
in that
It's not
place.
his money. You know.
Yeah.
He doesn't really seem to put his friends' like well-being above.
Bill
his own.
Murray is an
bad
alpha
business.
Chad.
Yeah.
But Bill Murray's an alpha Chad.
Sigma
in this film.
male,
Yeah.
bruh.
Like alpha top dog.
Yeah.
Art,
Yeah.
art.
Art.
Yeah. So, like, you know, money isn't his problem. That's his mate's problem.
Yeah.
He just convinced him to get the loan so that he could start this business and hopefully
Yeah.
it would work for him.
He's negging Dan Aykroyd essentially.
In a nutshell. That's what's happening.
All right, in that scene where they're like, "Hey, don't cross streams,"
Yeah.
and then like 30 seconds later, they're definitely crossing streams. Like they get the ghost with their little laser fucking whip things, whatever the fuck they're called,
Yeah.
and them streams be touching. They just didn't touch tips like they do at the end of the movie.
No, it wasn't quite the same. That's right. Yes.
Yeah, so apparently you can cross streams. You just can't touch tips.
That's right.
For those playing at home.
Yeah.
It is important.
Yeah, that's a very fine definition.
I do like that they showed, like, when they're chasing the ghost and it shows that food cart in slow motion crash into the wall. That was really intense. Like, that was the sort of thing that I would...
Yeah,
And
it's practical
It
effects.
fucked that wall up too.
And it fucked that wall up, yeah.
It also can go so fast.
Yeah.
I might be wrong here, but like, was there like a piece of timber that they put
Yes,
there?
absolutely was.
Oh, yeah.
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 I was like, did I see? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are clearly paying a lot more attention than I was.
It's like well, we watched it together.
The only time I rewound was when Sigourney Weaver was sitting in the chair and the hands grabbed her. I'm like, is that tit?
I just like watch it over and over.
And you're like rewinding, like, is that a piece of wood? Like,
Wait, pause there. Is that a piece of ply? Yeah, it is. And I was like, yo, wait, is that tit?
fun fact, it was not. It was bra.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
you write that as like another reason why the film.
Yeah,
is
that's
shit.
that's
Like,
the,
Should
that's
have
the
been
main
tit.
reason why it was
Just-
shit. I could have seen some boob.
yeah, it's a goby titty.
One thing I think that's worth pointing out, actually, in this film is there is no tit in it for an 80s film.
Yeah.
It's an M-rated 80s film and there's no tit.
But it does, like,
Yeah, wow.
the classification has nudity mild. I'm like, where?
yeah. Yeah.
It's not tit. Trust me, I rewound like several
There's
times.
not even like any like lingerie scenes or like
Maybe
Oh,
There is a
she-
blowjob scene.
She's
though.
got the
the
flowy...
blowjob scene with the ghost.
But yeah, I guess.
Maybe.
But she's in a flowy outfit when she's like about to bang
Yeah.
Rick Moranis, and like for a little bit there, Bill Murray as Zool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, Aaron, real quick question.
Yeah, bro.
Would you rather fuck Sigourney Weaver as Dana, or as Zool?
Ooh, Zool definitely more of a freak.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, Zool
that's
gonna
for
throw
sure.
down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Zool would put a digit
she was
in your
just
back.
like throw one down me. There's nothing wrong with a cheeky digit in anybody.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. You know, like you get that reach around.
there's label. Hey, congrats. Where are you at, Sam?
Not
Not
even
the
label.
label.
Oh, you're a weak man.
I am.
You a weak
This is
man.
why the women's Ghostbusters was better because women are stronger than men.
Fact.
Especially
Fact.
Sam.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right. Let's keep moving on. Let's not sit on this one for too long.
You're
guys.
doing this for all mankind, Sam, and you're failing.
Yeah, you're losing.
Do you guys like the fact that Venkman got a bukkake?
Oh yeah.
You self
Did you self book?
No. Damn it.
You have to
The
skull.
ultimate-
You have to skull drink, Sam.
Yeah.
Skull and drink.
Thankfully, I've still got some Victoria bitter left over here.
Does that combine well together? Do you reckon you should just like pour some into the old Rosie?
Oh. No, you can't ruin the old rose.
I wouldn't ruin the fucking the flavor palette that's been presented to me. I wouldn't do that.
You look like you're about to throw up.
This is good. I like punishing myself. This is great. All right.
This is
Moving
fine.
on.
If people want to know, like,
Actually, sorry. On the crossing streams thing, a note that I just realized I made.
Once you've deciphered it.
Yeah, is I feel like maybe they should have known that crossing streams is something they shouldn't do well before the first time they fucking used the nuclear accelerator packs on
Well,
their back or whatever.
They
the
also
fuck they
didn't
are.
test them, though.
yeah, they
Yeah.
said they hadn't been tested yet
Yeah.
as well.
So, like, at
They're
this
not very
stage,
good to be like scientists.
Q&A
They're
is
not
out the
very good at
window.
Yeah,
Like,
They're not real scientists.
No.
Like, they have like a
Lucky that-
PhD in psychology. Like,
just like that Egon is like the man, basically.
yeah, what he lacks in like vocal pitch, he makes up for in Smart Boys.
He got a lot of smart boy points. And then I noted that after they captured the ghost, that Ghostbusters is just Pokemon. You hurt something, get his health down low enough, then you throw an electronic trap at it and capture
and it
it.
shakes a bit.
Shakes a little bit, and then
Bit of sizzle. Yeah, yeah,
But
I
the
get
problem
it.
is you can't bring it back out and use
Yeah,
it to
yeah, you
battle
can. You just
another one.
gotta flick the switch.
No,
like
no,
the
no.
old
But
man
like,
does.
You can't keep it.
Yeah, it's master.
Ghost can be your friend. You just have to learn to train it. They just haven't got that far with it yet. These guys are the pioneers.
I
of it,
do
right?
believe that the animated series they had Slimer as like a bro around the
Yeah.
fire engine place. So I feel like this is just early days.
Okay.
More importantly, just after that,
Aaron's
80s.
Ghostbusters lore is deep.
Yeah, I go hard into this, both in my research and my erection.
Is that why you like you're like up so late because you just watched the series first?
No,
and
I
then-
just woke up early. I wasn't up late. I woke up early.
Oh, okay. Why'd you get up early?
I dropped my missus off at the airport.
That
Yeah.
happens.
So
Yeah.
it's just been like fucking jerking on. Like, sorry, I just see people when I was in there. I was choking myself and jerking off.
Yeah, but choking
like
choking yourself with what?
belt.
Yeah, that is me. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one is me.
You were worried he was going to say like scarf or something.
Yeah, I was like,
man.
scarf, amateur hour,
I don't want to rip.
and ruin a scarf.
But belt, oh yeah.
Belt, fuck, that buckle. Yeah, good time.
Is that what happened to the side of your neck there, bro?
Nah, I was playing paintball. You should have. Should see the other guy. Anyway, moving on.
So after that hotel scene, it's like everything
No,
blows
but
up. And
also-
oh, sorry, more
Why
hotel.
didn't they clear the 12th floor?
Yeah, they're like,
They're like, no, guests, whatever.
Yeah.
Maid, whatever.
The maid of all people, like, hey, can we get every worker like out of here? Workers' compensation. Oh, it's America. Do they have workers' compensation?
No, probably not.
I don't think so.
It's the land of the free. They probably do.
Sam, you got this, bro.
Are you at the
Come on.
label yet?
No. Weak.
You're crushing it. You're just like, I own this fucking cider now. You're just drinking it like it's a good time.
Oh yeah.
Fucking pre-drinks, man. This is it. This is all I need.
She just has this opportunity to day drink because my mom's watching the kids, so she can get shit.
Yeah, I don't do this a lot.
So she's gonna get absolutely
You're just
flogged.
nailing like a 2-liter fucking thing of
yeah.
alcohol. You're like, yeah, I don't do this. Like, come on.
Once this is over, you're going to go into your room, put on some Colin Farrell movies, and just like,
Yeah, I've got a couple lined up.
yeah, nice. You know what you're doing this afternoon.
Gonna watch the hot
Mr.
ones
Darcy!
again.
Schlick, schlick, schlick.
It's that exact sound too. Click, click, click. Beautiful.
That was Colin Firth, not Colin Farrell, but I just went with it.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's wrong, dude, man.
Hey, one person's Colin Farrell's, another one's Colin Firth.
I'm sure some people like him too.
One of the things that in this film, like just a little bit past the like after them clearing out the
How far after?
like just like the next thing after they've cleared out the
Then when they clear it out,
After that, it's like all the news headlines and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the
yeah.
music fucking slaps.
And the music
slaps.
fucking slaps.
No, this is going more to like when that guy comes to visit him in the office, the guy from the EPA.
We'll give it a second then, because I got some shit before that.
There's
Okay.
so much.
It's got some shit, man.
I got some
Let a man
shit,
have
bro.
a shit.
Cool.
Alright, so they blow up, right? Like they save the hotel. It's all like, whoa,
And everyone's like, oh yeah, ghosts are real now.
Yep, everyone just accepts it.
Yeah,
and
everyone's
pushes.
like agrees, like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
these
beforehand.
dudes are definitely not lying.
Yes, that's right. That's 100% it. I mean, some people think they're a fraud.
Yeah,
the
one
guy
dude
from
at the EPA.
Yep.
One dude.
But
All in New York.
I do want to point out the newspaper headline on one of them, which was just Ghostbusters bust Chinatown spook.
You couldn't get away with that now, could you?
No.
God damn.
Good not. I just wanted to point that out. And then I wrote, yes, the ghost blowjob is super necessary. And then...
So, the acting, though, with the crossing of the eyes,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
perfection.
you guys. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but that's real. He has 2 eyes. What a fun fact!
And then, of course, Winston enters before the EPA guy comes in, and you go, hey, look, it's Token.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is an African American.
Well, apparently Eddie Murphy was meant to be in the film.
Legit?
And he was like, I don't want to be the token black guy.
Yeah, no, well, he wasn't meant to come in. Like, he was meant to have a bigger role. Like, he was meant to be, like, part of the group earlier. And, like, another scientist. But he got Beverly Hills Cop, so he was like...
Ah,
no,
right.
That's a much better. I'm sorry. That's a much better deal for.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had to do a quick rewrite, and they brought him in halfway through because he wasn't, like, a bigger actor. He was just old.
Yeah,
mate.
okay.
He's old. So...
And then he comes in and outacts everyone.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Does that hurt you, Samuel? That an African American?
Not at all.
out acts
Not
a white
at all.
cast.
Not at all.
It's early in the season, so and I'm glad that we're starting this.
We're just hitting it now. Watch for Black Panther 2, guys. This is going to be a great episode.
Well, at least it's not Ray Fisher.
At least it's not Ray Fisher. Yeah, that's true.
Another black man. Yeah.
That's true. And it's just before the EPA guy thing.
Yeah.
Peter is a real fucking dick to Janine as well. He treats
I
her
love
like
Janine. Janine's so good. I love her.
shit.
Yeah, she's
kinda-
great.
she
I
kinda
love
annoys
her.
me.
She was sassy, yeah.
I love her.
Yeah,
That Jew voice is strong.
yeah.
I mean, it was Hollywood, bro.
Sam.
It reminded me of like a.
If I said to
weird
Aaron, hey Aaron,
Fran
do your
Drescher.
Jew voice, do your Jew voice.
How much?
See, I'm not wrong.
I had some bad fish and it gave me gas.
See, I'm not wrong.
Gas.
I thought it was more like a Jersey slash.
You guys
Yes,
smell
I was
that?
going more Jersey than. But okay.
Sam just gets triggered. He sees like a Jewish person talking to a black man, and just like that's it.
Wow, this is the scene.
You know what? It's not right. This is an easy way to give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. It's a shortcut. That's all I'm doing. I'm taking a shortcut. You want to take it as racist, that's on you.
Okay.
That's it when it's a racist shortcut.
Yeah, drink more, Sam.
Yeah.
The next thing I have is where Bill Murray's like dancing, and Sigourney Weaver like walks out of the
Yeah.
music hall, I guess.
Yeah.
When he stalks her at her job.
Yeah, when
He's like, I know where you work. You haven't told me.
yeah, but he's like,
Exactly.
haha, here I am,
Yeah.
following you.
Oh.
That was weird. But also what was weird was he was dancing in the middle of the street. She does like a really good Forrest Whitaker eye impression. Like it was fucking spot on. And then they zoom out. There are people dancing in the background.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know that. This whole time I'm like, fuck, Bill Murray's a weird cunt.
Yeah. He's just dancing with the crew.
He's dancing near a fountain.
You're all dancing.
So just go back like a little
You
bit.
want to just talk about EPA?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Can someone explain to me what power that cunt would have over people to catch ghosts?
Disposing
I would
of
say
the
he's-
ghosts
he would
in
be
a
government.
non...
but how would? Yeah, but how?
Because they're using the grid. You can't just use the grid.
I feel like they're also concerned that like people are seeing ghosts, and he's like, oh, so there's definitely some kind of chemicals being released to trick people into thinking there's ghosts.
like CO2.
He was a bad guy, but he wasn't the bad guy. I feel like he was just doing his job. More
the
so.
only
he
obstacle
was just
they
a dick
have.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just odd because I'm like, why are you here? Like, shouldn't they send anyone else than you.
No, it makes sense because it was nuclear, wasn't it? The way that they were running shit.
I don't know.
It was like a storage facility. It was like nuclear or some shit like that, and it could explode at any minute or something.
Probably.
I didn't get that because they didn't do a sweet science montage of them making it.
Yeah.
I would have got it then.
Yeah, that's actually
See,
one
they
thing
should have had that.
I've written that here as well. They should have like spent some time like showing them building the bits and pieces because like that'd be cool. Like seeing them make the back.
Even if it's just
stuff.
Egon just like monotoning what he's doing and
Yeah.
like
There's
Bill
probably
Murray
people
jerking
listening
himself
to
off in
us.
the back.
So many people listening to us right now, like, you guys are fucking idiots. You clearly didn't pay any attention. They clearly explain why he's there and what it's made of and how it all works. You guys
Nah,
are
it
just
was like-
fucking
it was like-
clowns.
It was just like that one little off line that just like, oh, that there it is, plot armor. Fucking that one line.
Boo, 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 boo.
But
Yeah.
he was right.
I mean, yeah,
They're
kind
ghosts.
Kind of.
Everyone doesn't believe in ghosts.
That's true.
He's like, these people are crazy, using up the grid, destroying shit.
He was like, you know, the best thing I can do is turn it off. Mm-hmm. But what I also like is that there was no like fail safes or safety protocols in place for that thing whatsoever. It was like
Just one
walk down a
switch.
stairway and flip a fucking switch. Surely that should have been like behind a big fucking door or something like that. With like
Padlock.
two keys have to turn at the same time. And
Yeah.
like if it can cause that much destruction, it was pretty simple destruction with just the flip of a switch.
Didn't you have to press something and something 3 times? No, that's the collecting.
I really feel like they didn't give a shit because, like, when they were looking at the place to buy, they were like, "This place is a shithole," and Dan Aykroyd's like, "It's got a fucking pole. Whee! We should sleep here tonight. Sleep over, boys." Like, they don't give a fuck.
Fair enough.
They just jimmied it up. They don't care.
I like how quickly they managed to make it look like somewhat presentable there. Like it goes from just being absolute shithole to like they've managed to be that busy.
They're charging $5,000 per ghost.
Well, that was
Yeah.
just for that one. Like,
I'm sure they've charged the same for all the other ghosts.
I
They
feel
have
like that was
100 ghosts.
when more ghosts are coming out. They're
Prices
bumping
gotta
their
go up.
prices up.
They gotta
Yeah,
apply a new
prices go up.
person.
And that's just for one ghost. Like, they released undead zombies and shit.
Yeah.
They released, like, spooky blue ghosts.
Yep.
Like,
The dude in a taxi was like, I'm going straight back to work now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And some people just want to work. You know, that's just what they live for.
I've been dead for a while, now I want to work again.
I got bills to pay.
And that
Like,
moolah.
utilities don't stop when you die, and no one says anything. They just keep rolling.
It's like, oh, you haven't paid rent in like 20 years.
Yep.
death tax.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon debt collectors have probably looked up ways to bring people back from the dead to make them work their debts off.
This is
As
Ouija
they
boarding,
should.
like
Yeah.
sending like a first and final. Like
Fuck, I can fucking see that, like, actually idiots, like, like, we're like, it's a dumb parody, but there's people that are like, man, I wonder if we could do that. We could collect these debts.
yeah,
These evil people.
yeah. Now tell me, where is like as they're moving it around, where is the money?
You owe,
yeah.
Dubai.
Fuck.
Cool. The fucking sound of that phone is dreadful. I'm fucking writing that down too. That phone ring sound. Every fucking time.
How else
It's the
will you hear
80s,
it?
man. All
It-
phones were like that in the 80s.
The phone rings
Yeah.
a bunch throughout the film. Like, it rings like 5 or 6 times. Every time you hear it, it's
It's
just
the
like,
old bell stuff.
It's because they're like sleeping there half the time. Like they're always. It's not like while they're doing shit. They're like having a nap. It's like an alarm on your phone. Like, don't have anything pleasant. Have something that makes you want to like fight babies.
that's true. That's true. I get it.
Having
just-
babies makes you want to fight babies.
Yeah, so that's why having a screaming alarm works fucking perfectly. That's why.
just in all this, I do have a question. Does Janine sleep?
No.
Well, I mean, she can't, right? If while they're sleeping,
Are you saying- are you saying
insinuating
that-
Jewish people don't
They
sleep?
can't sleep. Is that what you're saying?
Are you saying she's a ghost?
I'm saying that she works.
Ooh.
This is a good fan theory though, because if you think about it, you never see any other receptionists there.
Mm-hmm.
They are open 24/7, so they respond to call.
Yep.
They sleep there. They stay there 24/7.
She's a ghost.
So,
Always at work.
Janine
Like the
is a
taxi
ghost.
driver.
Yeah. Janine's a ghost.
Yeah,
That's
they,
it. That
they
settles
caught
it.
her,
Headcanon.
and they're like, "Well, she's not bad."
Yeah, and she's got debts to pay, and now she can pay them. Like,
Like
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
not like the glowy weird pink that the other ones were.
No.
And she's like real keen on Egon, you know, like
real keen on
Yeah,
it.
maybe that's why he kept it. He's like, yeah, this
like
one.
Stockholm syndrome kicked in.
yeah. Even though he's all like, oh, I collect mold and spores, and I'm like, oh, that's sexy.
Printed media is dead. Still the best actor in this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, true that.
Until the African American came in. Saying,
Don't say that more, because Sam might
you get a little angry.
throw a fit.
So, I mean, after this, I've just said Dan Aykroyd's still annoying me, and then they're in jail. So you guys might have some stuff before they go to jail.
All the Keymaster stuff.
Keymaster was fucking hilarious. Like, the Keymaster locks himself into the house like 3 fucking times.
It's like Keymaster
Oh.
without a key.
The gargoyle CGI is the worst
Oh, it's
CGI I think I've
so
ever
bad.
seen in the 80s.
So bad.
Like when it's running across the street, it looked like an overweight black lady just like trying to roll out of bed.
Oh, man, I was 100% convinced by that CGI watching. I
Yeah.
didn't even know it was like claymation. Wasn't it? Did you say it was
I have
claymation?
no fucking idea what it was. It was garbage. That's what it was.
Oh, I didn't pick. I was like, this is so real.
At first, when it was like cracking out of the, I don't know, quote unquote concrete on top of the building, I was like, this looks like garbage. And then I saw it running. I was like, no, that's garbage.
Oh yeah, and the glow it had because it was like
Yeah.
it was pretty
running
fucking
across the
dreadful.
thing. Did anyone have like the awkward religion talk like when they're driving?
Yeah, that I wrote down black guy bringing up the Bible into the story. Sam and Peter will be pissed.
I mean,
that's
yeah.
a twofer right there. That's 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah. It was just like, why?
To like this one thing when I pick labeled as a racist, this can go bad, real bad. Like,
Yeah, you guys are racist. I'm mentally retarded.
I mean, that wasn't.
that's
no,
how we
wasn't-
get away with it.
I mean, I wasn't saying that it was wrong because he was black. It was just,
You're saying it was wrong because it had the religion there.
yeah. No, it was just like, well, why are they talking about it? Like,
Because
what's
it's the end of days. They were like, it was like,
There's a lot
hey,
of that
you
in the
know,
Bible.
the dead are walking around. You know,
Yeah.
it's pretty much Armageddon, Doomsday, blah blah blah. Yeah, it was a callback to the world ending. And this is officially all I've written because from here on, I just watched the fucking movie.
Yeah, right. Nice. Like, honestly, there's not. I didn't get much more after
Well,
that.
I've got some before the jail stuff.
Okay.
Oh, hear this.
I think it's before the jail stuff. Like, okay, so the Zool thing,
Yep.
Yep,
and he's all, I'm not going to rape you because you're possessed.
that wouldn't have stopped him.
Although,
It's more of a guideline.
no.
He did stress that.
Although, he brought Thoris into a date. Like, he drugged her because he had that on him.
Yeah, that one is
For a
weird. He
date.
did have
yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
300.
It's like, oh, you're possessed. Oh, that's a line. But
If you're asleep,
if I drug you first,
Where did you get that? Did you ride it home? Sure.
She had it at her house.
yeah, she's got Thorazine everywhere.
And like there is a scene where like she's asleep and he's like, I have to go to work, and I'm pretty sure he kisses her tit. Like, the same tit that was whipped out.
he just
The
walks
same
over.
kid that
and
I
instead of
didn't
hearing
see.
like kiss energy, like this, like
He just gives a little like it's above boob, but I'm still like, I don't think she'd be comfortable with that if she was
No.
awake. You know,
That's why he drugged her first.
but you guys got to remember he's famous now, so she was into him.
Yeah.
She did agree to go on a date with him, and she was probably planning on dicking him down. So
dicking him down. You know,
yeah, oh,
Okay,
getting
if
dicked down. Sorry,
so
getting
you're
dicked down.
saying if she was planning on having sex with him,
Planning on getting dicked down.
yeah, so then it's okay that he drugged
I
her.
do
Should
believe
we
that is
totally
the
okay with it?
exact
That's
thing
how it
that-
works.
I do
Yeah.
believe that's exactly what he said.
How it works, isn't it?
Yeah, good job, Sam.
It's a guideline.
Maybe the drugs were hers, and she was going to drug him
Oh.
before she dicked him down.
Maybe there was a note that said, "Hey, I've knocked myself up. Do whatever you want with me."
They could have
On
been.
the table.
Yeah, they
It's
could
what
have
I'm
been.
into.
It
And
could have
then
been some
Zool
agreed
took
upon
over.
terms
Yeah.
of their newly formed relationship that happened off screen.
Yeah.
They obviously must have some sort of conversation off screen, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
it all
I
happened
really
off
hope.
screen. Because Bill Murray's definitely not rapey.
No, not at all.
He doesn't give off those sort of tendencies.
No, not at all. Not when she's like pushing him out the door physically.
I'm just
Goes
really
like-
scared to watch like Groundhog Day now,
Because I fucking love.
just in
Groundhog
case
Day.
like he's
You
like
know-
real rapey and that as well.
I
and he
mean,
just-
you know when he manipulates her for like,
Years.
several days.
yeah,
yeah,
and she
I
doesn't
mean,
know,
Yeah, true.
and he changes his
yeah,
personality.
Yeah. He's like, you will love me.
I'm gonna change
Even
my
if I have to
personality
find
to
out
suit
everything
you.
about you.
At least Palm Springs deals with that really well.
And in the end, I can't remember because I haven't watched this movie in a long time. Does he become a better person, or does he just manipulate
I
everyone
think
into
he just
thinking
manipulates everyone.
Man.
The whole
But doesn't
city.
he be kind of because he learns how to be a better?
does.
he learns
though.
piano? Like,
I mean, that instantly makes him a better person.
Oh yeah.
Peter was like, I used to roofie cans all the time, and now I learned how to play piano. Guess what? Don't roof people anymore. No, now I just get a cheeky grab them when I can.
Yeah. It's all hand stuff now, but they allow it because of the sweet piano.
Yeah. That or they're passed out because I've scratched them.
Yeah, because Peter also brings Thorazine on dates.
Yeah.
Monica learned that the hard way.
I sure did.
Woke up married. Like,
What happened? It's legal blind document. You can't say no now.
Like, oh,
also, you're pregnant.
How long was she out for?
it
just keep
was 7
dosing it, bro.
years.
You just keep dosing her. It's so good. We haven't had an argument yet either. Like,
This is outrageous.
I'm
Oh,
drunk.
I'm dizzy.
I'm drugged now, Aaron.
yeah.
So many drugs.
Yeah. That's why he's
I
making
wanna
you
report-
polish that bottle off.
I've made it to the label. Monica, on the other
Oh,
hand,
come on, Sam.
Monica on the hand is punching, and she's got like 3/4 of a bottle left. I would say I'm at like 85%, and she's at maybe 65, 70%. That's probably.
Do you feel like you're being steamrolled? Like the.
I don't. If you're asking me that question, no, I don't.
Or you haven't really drank too much.
Yeah, you've touched the top, I see.
I'm going to have another sip of this.
You go ahead, buddy.
Chug, chug, chug.
I'm not going to chug it. I still got to drive.
Well, it's
Aaron's kind of working out like, could I have this couple of these in my fridge while the girlfriend's away? Because that's something that I could do.
couple. You could have like 4.
Oh, I did.
Monica, that's the equal now.
That does
You had a
taste
lot
like,
then too.
That does taste like vinegar. Oh.
Only 6.8. You can drink a lot of that before you legally. I don't know.
Your math is definitely
Yeah, like how many standard drinks are in?
Many.
Are we in
it's
jail
UK.
yet, guys?
It's UK.
Yeah, but that'd still be.
4.5% for like 330 is like one standard.
Did we talk about the party?
Oh, we haven't talked about
The accountant's party.
No, we haven't talked about the accountant's party.
Oh, we're skipping the party.
No, we can absolutely go to the party. Yeah.
I have nothing for it, but Rick Moranis is a fucking legend.
That was all, and that was
Yeah.
all ad-libbed too.
Oh,
That entire
shit.
party scene
Legit.
was,
Yeah.
like he ad-libbed that entire thing.
See,
Oh no, don't leave. Maybe if we dance, people will join in.
And she was like, okay. Because he got moves, guys.
Yeah.
And then they were all upset. And I just have, there's nothing wrong with cougars at parties.
No,
Just saying.
no.
I've been to plenty of parties with cougars.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with a cougar at a party. I don't know. Someone was upset about that. That's all I've got to the party.
Cool. All right, we're in jail now.
Yes.
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, cool.
Prison.
I want to just point out that the jail scene was the first scene with more than one black person in it.
Fucking hell.
Of course you noticed that, Sam.
And of course it was the jail scene. Come on, guys.
Jesus.
Come on.
Hey, Sam, why was it the jail scene, though?
Because
Do you have a fan theory?
Come on, what's your headcanon?
You seem very...
because people are racist, so they arrest black people for nothing and put them in jail.
Oh, okay.
That's why. Yeah.
Also, who let them have paperwork and blueprints in jail?
Yeah.
They're just like whipping it out on
clearly
a
smuggled
table.
They smuggled that in, like they whipped that out of their onesie.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they just, it's not so much who let them, it's just they.
Oh yeah, because
they
they're
didn't get
white
pat
people.
down.
They don't get pat
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
Yeah.
Did you notice that, like there was, like the prisoners were like trying to get in on that shit? Like, oh, I know some science, hit me with it.
They're like, ooh.
smart people in that jail cell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he did like, okay, I've got a story.
Yeah.
Look around, and everyone's like, ooh.
Yeah, come in, get story time.
Did you guys notice? I mean, I know these two noticed because I brought it up, but did you guys, Aaron, notice that Die Hard and Ghostbusters are set in the same universe?
Al was there.
The black cop at the jail
You
lets him
remember
out.
Al, or were you too drunk?
No, I remember Al, but I didn't see him in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he
what?
like, lets
He
them
was
out
a
of the
cop.
jail cell.
What?
Yeah.
So yeah. So he shot the kid in New York, right?
Yeah. Is this the one set in New York or is it in LA?
New York.
Yeah, so it's,
What?
This film.
Yeah.
No,
No.
the other one. So he shot the kid in New York, and then he had to go to LA to become.
but the
a
yeah,
desk
I got
working
confused
dude.
because I know like the
Aren't both Ghostbusters and Die Hard set in New York?
He's
no
from
fucking
New
idea.
York, and they were in
thought-
LA
Wasn't
I
it?
have no fucking
because they were in Miami or whatever because it was Christmas.
I
and it
thought
was
Die
snowing.
Hard was in LA.
Okay, Die Hard's in LA.
Yeah.
I thought
I don't
so.
know. Yeah, no, I think you're
Yeah,
right.
no, yeah.
I'm just like on Internet Movie Database now because I didn't see Al in there, and I'm kind of low-key hoping y'all are just racist. And sort of black
So
guy.
moving on.
Black guy. Oh my god,
Aaron-
it's not. Police Commissioner Norman Matlock.
What? No, he wasn't No. He wasn't
dang it.
commissioner.
Reginald Val Johnson, he's there.
There he
Yeah,
is.
that's right.
Oh, I caught you all being
Just
racist.
kidding, it's a different black guy. No, it was him.
So, yeah, set in the same universe.
Oh, that's good to know. I did not know that. What a fun fact.
All the people in City Hall just look like the place where they store all the corrupt kitty fuckers. Like all the people there, just like they all look greasy and.
And they did bring a priest in.
And they brought a priest in, which I.
So
And Peter's like, oh.
It's dude. When we were sitting, the three of us were sitting there watching it, Aaron, and I heard Peter's pants like go, like stiffen up
oh yeah.
when the priest
Oh,
was
yeah.
on
It was
screen.
very audible.
No, that was me clenching my butthole. It wasn't.
And how is that little cute handshake with the little oh we're buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like he's definitely been.
And
he's
like
definitely been poked by that.
the
priest.
Ghostbusters guy like telling
Cardinal.
the plan, and the mayor looks over at the cardinal and is like nodding like yep.
You're gonna get it.
And there's something strange, and it don't look good.
Who are you gonna call? The cardinal.
Oh fuck. What have I got?
This man has no dick is the funniest joke in the movie.
Did anyone
That
have
This man has
actually
that
is
joke.
the funniest.
That is a
Yeah,
good
it's the
joke. I
funniest
did
joke.
enjoy that joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good
Did
joke.
anyone have the typical like movie trope that I mean by this stage has been done to death?
Because it was a movie in the 80s.
Yeah, but like it's like oh my god, like can someone please explain that in English? Like it's like when people talk how people don't talk, and then they
When
have
people
to say,
talk science, people are like, sorry, can you say it again in English?
Yeah,
I ain't no scientist.
yeah. Can you just dumb these things? It's just like people, even a scientist, I don't think would talk like that. Like
This movie
realistically.
was a lot like The Big Bang Theory.
yeah.
Like
Without the laugh
jargon. Haha, they're nerds.
Nerds.
That's the joke.
They were nerds.
Yeah, it's weird actually because I thought people would be more into it because it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
nerds.
do you know? He was actually wearing that Bazinga shirt as well.
You were.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. See, you would know.
Yeah.
You would notice. You
I notice
always,
these things.
Yeah.
Like I notice when Peter shaves. I notice when he
Yeah.
changes his t-shirt.
He's got a beard, so what is he shaving?
The
Yeah, I
head.
shaved the other day
His
and no
head.
one noticed.
He trimmed his beard the other day.
That's not shaving, that's trimming.
No, he
Shaving
shaves,
requires like
he
balls.
shaves his head.
Oh, sorry, he shaved his head.
Head.
Like on the.
I was hoping balls. And
Oh,
then
I
Sam
know,
was
too.
like, nice
Oh
balls,
yeah,
bruh.
Sam noticed that.
No,
Yeah.
I mean
I-
Sam
yeah.
shaves my balls.
I can hear it. I can hear it when he shaved his balls because there's like a husk that's not there anymore when he's walking around. It's like,
It's
It's
not
just
like
gone.
it's not like sandpaper rubbing together every step he takes. You're like, oh, something sounds smooth.
he's pointing out he's always got holes in the same place on his boxes. I was like, that's you need to shave your balls, mate, because it's ripping the boxer shorts.
Ah, yes, the alpha. Is it alpha? Is that the brand?
Alpha Sun Kmart specials. Yeah, yeah, that's it. This podcast makes money.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly.
And
you
now
buy-
our
when you buy,
sponsor,
like, yeah.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, when you buy the 5 for 5 packet of jocks and you wonder why they don't last very long.
It's like $5 for $5. Fuck yeah, this will get me through a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And that's all it does.
That's the main thing.
All right, so they leave City Hall and they go to the big building where everything's happening.
Yes, with the sacrificial altar at the top, and everyone's like, "That's fine."
Isn't the army supposed to be blocking off the streets
Yeah, they did a
and
fucking
clearing the
terrible job.
area out and shit? Yet
Yeah.
there's like a fuckload of people hanging around who, by the way, all get killed by the debris that's falling.
Oh,
on
yeah,
them.
of course.
No, they don't, because
Plot armor.
no, I'm sure you. I saw you guys writing. The rock that falls down and just bounces off the wood thing.
I saw that, but my comment was still just so many people will be dead from all the debris falling.
Really?
Yeah.
You just
I did see the rock that bounced. I was like, yeah, I know, it wouldn't because it's all rubber.
I'm surprised no one had written like marshmallow bukkake or puff bukkake or something like that. That was for you, buddy.
Thanks, man. I was ready.
Yeah, hand was just like shaking over and like,
Give me
someone,
something.
Someone book me.
When the road breaks, like they go into like their big scene, the road breaks and they all fall down.
like, ah.
That needed to happen way quicker for it to actually be funny.
Yeah,
It
was
happened way
so-
too
I
slowly
was
and
like, oh, this
stupidly
is
for it to
boring.
be. It wasn't comedic.
It's like,
it was
go,
dumb.
go on, keep.
I didn't realize it was supposed to be for comedic value.
I think
I
it
just
was.
thought it was. I thought it was like a scene. They're like, we need to get this to an hour 40. What do we do? And they're just like, I don't know, make them fall down for like an hour.
Yeah.
Went on
Like,
for so long. If they had just like, if the road had just like gone real quick, and they had just been like poof, and fallen down, and then like then gotten back out, there would have been some humor there because it was like this big like moment where they're walking up to the door like we're ready to kick some ass, and they just fall to the ground.
I saw that and I was like, I don't remember them like crawling through the anus of this building, going like they crawl out, and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's such a
sense.
forgettable part of the film.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, why is it here? Oh yeah, because as Aaron just said, they need more time and they've cut too much elsewhere.
So where you guys go from there? I'm making comments on Gozer by the looks of it.
I have nothing else written. I will just watch the movie.
So my line is, so Gozer is gender fluid. This film can't work out whether it wants to exist in the 2020s or the 1980s.
It's just David Bowie. That's all they do. They just go
Yeah,
like,
they
we
just copied
need
Starman.
David Bowie, but we can't afford David Bowie. Who do we get?
Yeah.
Androgynous white woman.
Yeah, okay, sweet.
He also made her like Sith, like she's got Sith powers and shit. She was just like a Jedi.
That's what I said, David Bowie. So you're not even listening.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
exactly-
Are you listening or?
Sorry,
That's
my
it.
apologies.
Maybe
He's
it's because
talking.
Monica said it, and he was like, "Oh, woman's talking. I'm not going to listen."
Yeah,
And he blocked Aaron out when Monica said it as well.
yeah, maybe.
This is rude, Peter.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We're not just
Yeah,
pieces
well,
of meat for
Dude,
you to
we're
be
sitting
oogling
here.
over.
I mean, to be fair though, you are just pieces of meat.
For you to be oogling over.
Yeah.
All right, you got me.
I like how you're oogling him, but not me.
I said you're both pieces
Oh,
of
both.
meat.
Yeah,
Okay.
both. Yeah,
Yeah.
both
I
of
included
us.
both of you together.
Peter's feeling pretty fluid today. He could have both of you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can't.
No, I feel like I have fluids today. What was I going to say? Damn it, I forgot.
Hurry up and say
There's
something.
these sweet pieces of meat in front of you. That's why.
Yeah, I've got the falling rocks thing as well. The cars probably wouldn't.
Oh, it's getting harder to swallow. That's what she said.
Just your voice like, oh, getting hard as well.
Yeah, it's getting like stuck in my mouth, and I'm like,
That's old Rosie, guys. Old Rosie is getting harder to swallow and getting stuck in the mouth.
Yeah, context. Is
Yeah.
very
old
important.
Rosie, man. She does it for me.
Yeah.
She does it for me.
I just
good.
feel like we went straight from like these two pieces of meat in front of you, Peter. Stop oogling to straight up like it's just hard to swallow. Context is key, guys.
Context is key.
I'm glad you're here to give the context.
Yeah, I'm here to give a lot of things context.
Where
Being one
do
of them.
we all go from there?
Still didn't write anything.
I know. It's
I'm
like,
gonna keep mentioning it.
And I just can't get over how bored Bill Murray looks, and I can't believe Venkman's like the main character.
Yeah,
There's so many other characters. Egon,
actor of the year,
yeah, and just
also writer.
why Venkman? Why this? Blah.
This was just a paycheck for Bill Murray, like
I know.
clearly.
He's so bored.
He's like, I will only do this if I get to finger a lady, and they were like, no. And he's like, all right, kiss a boob. And they're like, no. And
Come
he's like-
on, let me kiss that tit.
He's like, how about I just get a little rapey and I kiss above boob while she's still wearing a shirt? They're like, fuck, all right.
Here's $2 million.
I've got like it's like a thing that goes across the entire film, but like where it falls apart the most visually is the lighting choices. It's like another film with terrible lighting choices.
I feel it's the
Kingdom of the
CGI.
Crystal Skull or anything.
no, it's no Crystal Skull. Like that's next level
Sam.
bad lighting.
Sorry.
Don't talk shit about Crystal Skull.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
Monica favorite film.
We just saw it. It's amazing. It's so good.
I didn't notice that. Pick up on that much. Just
Yeah,
lighting.
I feel like you've just missed every CGI in the movie throughout the whole movie.
No, because
But the lighting.
I feel like the lighting, because they've gone for the particular styles of lighting, they could have matched it better with what they were trying to accomplish with the CGI to make it look less, make the CGI look less terrible. Because the lighting on the
I don't
obviously-
think you can blame lighting for that shitty CGI. I feel like the
No,
CGI
but like if you like
Do you know,
light it around the sorry.
I don't see it. I don't. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't see. Does anyone else see anything with the lighting?
Well, I guess no one.
I guess
No.
that's just not shit enough,
Yeah.
Peter. I guess.
On the CGI, though, like it was. Sorry, this wasn't CGI. It was claymation with dumb VFX. Like it was. Yeah.
I don't know, that drawn forced lighting, though.
Well,
Around
thank you
them
for
when
bringing
they're
up,
like,
thank you for bringing up
"Woo!"
the forced lighting.
I-
Yeah,
I
someone
can't-
should really bring that up.
You know what I'm talking about.
I think that looks great.
Motherfuckers.
What I was going to say is that, like, I think all the effects they use, they don't it's never a long shot. It's always a pretty quick shot. Like the dog running and chasing him out of the building, it's a quick shot. Every time they do it
Except
where they
for when it
show
runs
it.
across the road and you watch
Yeah,
it,
but that's a quick
that
shot.
was so bad,
it doesn't
bro.
last a long time. I think
it lasts
I think,
long enough to be like, fuck.
Yeah, that lighting was horrible.
There's a difference between like the fucking Scorpion King film CGI that
Oh, the
lasts
Scorpion
a long
King is
time, so you have a
amazing,
lot of
Sam.
time to talk about how shit it is compared
Wait.
to these quick bits of claymation, which is like the best thing they could do at the time.
The longest scene was definitely that Rick Moranis party scene.
Yeah.
Where that was the longest scene, I think, out of the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
That was a one shot as well.
And most of the time,
Legit.
most of the time they use the dog in that, it's usually just the puppet, and it's only when it's mobile and chasing that they use it chase, like actually running.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you see, Terminator did it better.
Terminator definitely did better. I'm just saying, I think they did a good job with what they had. They used it in short, brief shots. I know I shouldn't be talking about what's good because it's just one way. Yes, it is bad. I'm not saying it's not bad.
That's
I'm
the reason why
saying
we
they
don't-
did a good job with the bad stuff.
Yeah. This is why we don't have what's a good section anymore, because we do get to mention what's good about it. During
That's
the
true.
Sam.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Don't be shy, Sam. You can say something's good.
So then I wanted to say, look, if no one's got anything else, like where are we at? Like, because I've
This is old now.
Oh, I've got the. Oh, sorry.
The Keymaster Dana kiss.
yeah.
Oh, that
Just
she,
because he was a creep who, like, I tried to break in via the balcony, and now she has to kiss him. At least in Afterlife, they were into each other.
Yeah, but they're possessed, so it's not like she's tongue punching him. My
No.
favorite part was that she was the dude in that. Like, she was the one grabbing
Well,
him and then
he
bending
is
him over.
tiny.
And that-
He's so small.
And that fucking worked. I was like, like that's how funny it was. I didn't
And she's like taller than all of us, probably.
oh, fucking,
Giant.
I'd climb
lady.
her for sure in that movie.
And I was like, I would just climb it.
Yeah, you're about as
Just
tall
like
as Rick
Mount.
Moranis, aren't you?
I'm probably like a little taller. Like I don't want to brag, but I'm like a little like 4-5 mils taller than.
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis?
Yeah, sweet.
And I'd climb her like Mount Everest. I'd just
I'd be like, but I'm only doing this because you seem vulnerable.
don't pick up that cello and hit me with it, please.
I like that at the end of the film, one thing we haven't written down but we all came to the conclusion of is the film's set in 1984.
Mm-hmm.
It has a whole thing where possession and they sleep with other people in other people's bodies. Set in 1984.
Oh, yeah, Wonder
There's a
Woman.
recent Wonder Woman film that came out that everyone lost their mind about.
Yeah.
We know where they got their inspiration from now.
I
Well, they
haven't seen
both-
Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh,
Well,
you're missing out.
It is the greatest film
See, we
ever.
agree.
Yeah.
I can't tell. I can't
It's
tell.
so good.
It's so good.
Okay, so now I know you're lying.
I wouldn't lie to you, Aaron. It's good.
See, yeah, every woman who's ever said that
It's a bit good, mate.
has been lying.
Yeah, she's like, I would lie to you, Aaron. It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'll be like, straight up, I'm like, that's a lie.
That's a lie. Yeah.
You
I would
can't
never lie.
trick me.
Fool me once. Fool me
I've
18
never fooled
times.
you. It's so good.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Watch
I
it.
watched it. I'm like, oh, that was good. You both even like,
I've got the how good is it when, like, at the end and like, ha, and then they're like, you know, she's saved and he goes in to kiss her and she's like, no.
oh, she pulls back.
And then he keeps going and she's like, oh,
I guess I'm being
and then he's
paid
just
for
like,
it.
okay. And then like,
Oh,
it's
you
like,
are famous.
yeah. It's just like, oh yeah, I thought about it in this moment why you're trying to force yourself on me, and you know
In
what?
front of hundreds and hundreds of people.
Yeah.
What you're missing before that, guys, is that it's good to see that she was a vulnerable woman that needed to be saved in the end.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he saves
And
her
it's
from the
just
concrete.
refreshing to
It's just
see.
refreshing. You don't see
Yeah.
that enough. It's always a woman saving a man.
Yeah.
And it helps
Always.
you. Always. So
Because they build her up as such a strong, independent woman, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
She's
at
like,
the end
oh,
of the
I've
day,
got a great job. I make so much money. I'm
Yeah, she has like
Pat
an
McGraw.
apartment building in what would I imagine would be a very expensive
Dude, that looks so expensive.
Yeah.
She's like top floor, all good, except that
penthouse.
Yeah,
On a corner. Corner apartments are expensive.
in
And
New
she's a
York.
musician.
Yeah, she's so good. But
Good
there's
pay.
so
then-
much reality happening
Yeah.
now. It's like,
Yeah.
well, this is what it takes to live in that place.
yeah, well, she was like what symphony orchestra
Something.
Yeah,
They-
you make a lot of money doing that.
They briefly touched on that.
Yeah.
They like
She's like
every
the
musician makes a lot of money. Isn't
Yeah.
that right, boys?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Thanks, Aaron.
That's how we can afford to do a podcast.
That's what I'm with Peter.
We don't
with
need
Peter.
sponsors.
I'm a
We
gold
make
digger.
enough money.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for listening.
Yeah.
And then after that, I did say Peter Venkman wins in the end because he's a smooth cat and he knows that persistence pays.
You just gotta wear them down,
Yeah,
man.
you just gotta wear him down.
Just keep creeping on them.
Eventually, they'll give in.
That's
And
pretty
if they
much-
don't, Drugs.
Thorazine, people. It's a good drug.
That
For
Monica
you.
got me.
Dates. I thought we
Oh,
had this conversation.
and-
It was you.
Another point I'd like to make, just at the very end when the credits are like playing over the screen and they're showing everyone like packing up and stuff after the carnage. Everyone else took their backpacks off themselves, right? Who didn't take their backpack off themselves? Who needed help taking their backpack off?
I stopped this, so I have no idea. Is it
don't
going to be a
know.
Tell
racist
ya,
comment?
it was Winston. Winston needed a hand getting his backpack off.
But he was the new guy.
Everyone else had their backpack off.
He was in.
Well, no,
He's
He's,
the
Winston.
new
he's
guy.
only been there for a few weeks, you know. He's not,
He's busted ghosts, all right?
he's not. We didn't actually see that.
No. And he's all like, I don't believe this shit, but if you pay me, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, for like $11,500 a year. Dude's making
That
bank.
is so much money.
That's a good paycheck.
He's like, this ain't worth $11,000 a year. I was like, fuck.
I don't know. What is that with inflation?
It's probably
Today's money.
It's probably not much.
No.
It's probably still like 15, 16,000.
Well, considering wage growth hasn't like.
Oh, Sam's doing the math.
I'm just Googling
This is-
it.
Yeah.
No,
you're doing the math in your head.
USD, not Australian.
It's been it's the stagnant wage growth
Mm.
in the world. I mean, at
Wages
least-
in the US are, famously large.
Do you reckon
Yeah,
they get?
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
reckon they like ask for tips and shit too?
Yeah, like, that's $5,000. Like, all right, here, and they're like, we should tip
Yeah,
20%.
Yeah.
At least.
I was gonna say 5, but 20 sounds pretty good.
I think that's what like.
So he was on $31,000 a year today.
Wow, is it
Wow.
jumped up that much, or
Yeah.
is that actual inflation, or is that wage?
That's actual inflation.
See, no, you don't want to do actual inflation. You want to do wage because actual inflation is like how much groceries have fucking gone up.
Yeah, okay.
Wages have not
This
gone
is
up.
the
same with
value of
inflation.
11,500 from 1984 to 2022.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just.
he
like-
would not be getting that now, though.
He'd be getting like 16,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not adjusting. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Because it's wages in America.
Yeah.
He'd be living off tips.
Do you reckon they get wet? Like, do you reckon they have health insurance as well?
No,
No.
definitely not.
No.
Because you think you'd need it for something like
Yeah,
that.
You
you
would.
would. You wouldn't get it, though. It's
They're like,
America,
what do you do?
dude.
You sit behind a desk. They're like, nah, I slide down a pole and then I fight ghosts. They're like, oh, we're not
Yeah, no.
covering that.
Yeah.
That sounds dangerous. Nope.
So yeah, that's Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I think so.
It's. I mean,
What a
there's a couple of
lovely
other things
time.
we picked up on. There's a shitload of sexual. I think I said to you guys at the end of it, there was a shitload of sexual innuendo in there, but it's not like.
Oh, so many dick
the
jokes.
focus around it all isn't super obvious, but there's so much there because they always say it with a serious tone. They don't like say it with a dumb thing. They're like, "Oh, don't cross the streams." Like, don't cross the streams. So like the dick joke's there, but it sounds serious. So there's a whole bunch of sexual innuendo
For the
in
kids.
this film.
It's a family movie.
Well, that one wasn't. That was an M1. The second one was for a kids movie because they realized that the kids were loving it. So,
creepy ghost, baby.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I can't even remember the second one.
I know there's a painting in it.
Oh, yeah. That's the one where they get
Oh, yeah, with the weird dude
with the
from-
rape painting.
the rape painting and the.
Fuck, we need to watch number 2 now.
That's
Not
what
even for the
Yeah.
podcast, just to see a look rape painting.
That's where they get the Statue of Liberty, isn't it? Like.
I can't remember. I just remember seeing
yeah.
that.
Yeah, she's like
and
walking
it moves
around.
to music or something. Like they figured out how to make it.
I just remember seeing like the weird dude who's like looking at the like photo and gets possessed by it, and like every
Yeah.
like frame is like the ghost in the or the demon or whatever in the painting, like with a different position. Like that's all I remember.
Go for it, Sam.
I can't believe
Chug.
we've almost finished this episode, Sam.
And you're not even
And
halfway.
yeah,
Come on.
Fuck, man.
Look at this.
It's so bad.
Monica is making you
fucking-
look like a clown. All right.
Sink and piss, macking bitches. That's what she's
I
doing.
can see why you married her. Now,
Yeah.
looking at that. Right?
Viking.
And keep in mind, I drank
I'm a
some of it.
Viking.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Can't take
Aaron
trash.
had some.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, that's a big.
Big slurp, Aaron.
Aaron, known for his big slurps.
All right.
You can quote me
mixed,
on it.
mixed slurping.
I think it's time to move on then.
Is it?
So is it time for
Question time.
Oh fuck.
We're done with shitting on it, so now we ask stupid questions.
All right, so in
Beautiful.
2022, time is precious to everyone. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow,
it?
So this year what we've done is we've picked 3 questions. They're going to be the same questions every time. Instead of just fucking around with like 30 different questions and trying to make different things work, We're just going to stick with 3 questions. Then next year, if we haven't decided that this is a waste of our time, we'll
All get cancelled.
or we get cancelled. We'll change the questions.
Why would we ever
Racist Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, racist Sam.
Nothing here is ever over the top where people go like, "Ooh, I shouldn't have said
I
that."
probably shouldn't have said that. Probably.
And it's weird that they keep just calling Sam racist Sam. Like,
That makes sense.
Hey, this leads us to our first question, guys.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've reworded this question. It used to be about Tim Burton, but now we've
Ooh.
changed the premise of
Wow.
this
Oh,
question.
different.
It's way more exciting.
Oh,
guys.
I'm
Are you
very
ready?
excited, Sam.
All right,
no.
cool. Harvey Weinstein has you in his office.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining the one episode this season. We'll catch you all later.
I'm so glad I was a guest for this. Because this is the only one, isn't it?
What is this?
This will be the only episode after that intro. Holy fuck. Sorry, you were saying?
Harvey Weinstein has you in his office, ready to offer you your big break. He puts a contract down in front of you and goes to hand you a pen. As you reach for the pen, he cheekily snatches it from your hands. He looks you in the eyes. He looks you in the eyes with a saucy grin. Oh my god! He looks you in the
Were
eyes.
you 10 when
as
you
he-
wrote this?
No, it's
It's 10
sober as
now.
fuck.
Oh, man.
Let me try that again. Harvey Weinstein has you in his office, ready to offer you your big break. He puts a contract down in front of you and goes to hand you a pen. As you reach for the pen, he cheekily snatches it from your grasp.
Oh, it's cheeky.
He looks you in the eyes as a saucy grin comes across his face.
That's saucy.
First, I'm going to need you to do something for me. Hee hee. Desperate, you tell him you'll do anything. He reaches into his drawer and pulls out a tattoo gun. I'm going to need you to get a line from Ghostbusters 1984 tattooed on you. What you get and how it looks is up to you. But you must pick, or else no big break. Tell us about your tattoo, guys.
Can I just say that I thought you were, because of the voices, that you were just going straight into like some kind of
I don't know
like,
what
fan fiction. Like,
Yeah, I was like, oh, Sam's
like- I was
doing
like-
it alone now.
I was like, this is a long question.
I was like, I wrote
Like,
too
we've got
much here, but you know
scripts
what?
and everything.
It works.
Yeah.
it
But
works.
it's just him.
It's just him. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
They tricked us.
Yeah, I was like, oh, little rapscallion.
I just want to, put you guys in a different scene when you had to get the Tim Burton thing. You weren't threatened anymore. You didn't feel like you had a Helena Bonham Carter.
I
heart to your head
always
anymore.
felt like I had a Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
I know it was
You don't
only
act
there
like
for
it
2
anymore.
episodes, but I felt it, man.
Now, guys, you got Harvey Weinstein in front of you offering you a big break.
That, I don't know.
Is that a Kit Kat or like?
A big break. All you got to do is get a tattoo on you, and he's going to let you
Oh,
sign
yeah.
this contract.
What's this break, though?
It's a big break.
Is it a lead?
It's-
I want a
mean,
lead.
It's your big break.
It's
so
I think it'd be a lead or
Yeah.
like a giant Kit Kat.
yeah. You could be Megan Fox in Transformers after
Ooh.
this. Like, that's where we're going. Yeah.
Pre or post plastic surgery?
Pre.
Ooh,
She looks
that's a
pretty good
one.
again, though. I think the surgery is like settled.
Wow.
Yeah, she looks good now.
who are we talking
Noted.
about?
Megan Fox.
Oh, right, Foxy, yeah.
Yeah, she's hot.
Oh, Foxy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would, but you know.
little nickname
She's
like
so
oh, Foxy.
hot. Fuck
yeah.
off, Peter.
Yeah,
No,
fuck,
just-
fuck
You're
off.
like,
Fuck off, Peter.
Yeah, but I would never want to be tunnel buddies with Machine Gun Kelly. Like, I just don't think I could do that.
So hot, though.
I would not be tunnel
Oh my
yeah,
God.
Yeah, Peter would be like, oh, you know what? You're in front of me and you're offering yourself to me, but you know what? You slept with him and I'm just going to have to
Well,
say
she's
no,
getting
sorry.
married to him.
Well, Sam,
Are you
we've talked
saying
about
you
this.
wouldn't suck his dick just to taste the flavour of Megan Fox?
See, the thing is, me and Sam have the same taste in women.
Yeah.
We definitely do.
Not him.
It's a good thing y'all
He's
are
a
living
weirdo.
together then, so you can just take the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
That sweet
We'll
Pete dong,
share.
and then just like the taste in women.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Pete-
bad. I just
Oh, Megan Fox. Ugh.
Oh, she probably has a vagina. That's gross.
Oh, I hate vaginas.
Tattoos, right?
So we're talking about you being in Harvey Weinstein's office and he just
Yeah,
wants to give
right.
you a tattoo.
yeah.
Who's
Pete.
going
Oh
first? Yeah.
fuck,
Peter, come on.
I'm not. No,
Who has an answer?
I have an
Who
answer.
who did I give this to soon enough
Oh,
to give them
I
an
have-
answer?
I have an answer.
Monica's of course she's got one. She wants that big break.
Oh yeah, I want to lead.
You'll do anything.
I will.
Weinstein. All right, I'm glad that we have a woman on for the first time when I asked this question, and that you're laughing.
Oh, I'm only laughing because I've had half old Rosie.
Yeah. That's the equivalent of 6.5 UK points.
Sam's like, okay, I'm gonna get you very drunk because he bought this, or he decided.
It was my choice.
I'm gonna get you very drunk, and then I'm gonna ask you a question about Harvey Weinstein.
To be fair, I only came up with the Harvey Weinstein question this morning.
Wow,
In my panic.
dedication,
Yeah.
Sam.
Based off a dream. Yeah.
I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I've got it.
Harvey Weinstein. Oh, give me a pen. You're writing it. You're like, this is going to be my big break.
This is when we get a sponsor.
We get like an email from the Weinstein company. Like,
Hey, this is Miramax.
We love
Cease and
what you
desist.
wrote.
we love what you're doing. We're just wondering if we could pay you to say Weinstein a couple of times throughout your show. That's all we want.
We'd like to thank you for not thinking that he's going to be sticking a digit in and it's just going to be
just a
penetrating in
tattoo.
another way.
Yeah.
It's just a tattoo gun.
Yeah. It stays with you forever. Just like the other thing he was doing.
Yeah. Something that will just never leave.
Can't wash that off.
Doesn't matter how many times you scrub.
Forever unclean.
No matter how many times you scrub, you'll never get that one off.
Fucking hell. All right. Monica. Harvey Weinstein wants to give you a tattoo.
This is, I guess, fitting for Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like one like here.
On the inside
In
of
my
your
lip?
Your lip, yeah.
Yeah, and it's gonna say, "Bite your head off, man."
Bite your head off, man.
You know when they go in the elevator and they're like, "Oh, it's a big cockroach,"
Bite
and
your
they're
head
like,
off,
"Oh,
man.
it's
Bite your head
yeah."
off, man.
So I'll have that like on the inside of my lip because that fits Harvey Weinstein.
It absolutely
also.
does. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect.
Didn't even know you were going there, but I am. I'm gonna bite that head off.
Mine also is quite fitting for Harvey Weinstein.
Yup, in fact, so is mine.
So mine, believe it or not, back piece.
Back piece.
Weird.
What?
Yeah, I know, weird. And it says the door swings both ways on the top, like an arch.
Yeah.
And then it's got Sigourney Weaver and Bill Murray hugging naked, like front to front.
Yeah.
And
That's
then it's
hot.
got Winston hugging Bill Murray from behind. Like as a side-on view because Bill Murray is the door that swings both,
Both
ways.
ways. Nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Although I'm told Harvey Weinstein did not.
That's very
Nice,
sweet.
nice, nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's everyone gets love in this
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that tattoo. It's real humble too.
one. Yeah,
eh?
I'm very PC.
Very, very lovely.
What did you say it was called? Thorazine? Is that the
Yeah.
Thorazine? Okay. So
You just
Where are you going, Sam?
So mine is Peter Venkman holding a bottle of Thorazine, smiling at the camera. Well, it's a chess piece.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
want
yeah.
people to
Chess
see
piece.
it when they take my shirt off.
mm.
And it just says, "Bad news, honey. I have to go to work."
got to knock her out so she doesn't escape again.
Wow.
I mean, you could just like put a lock on the door.
You know, you were just talking about the roofies and
Yeah,
whatever. And,
Yeah.
so yeah,
That's nice.
That's
Hey,
my-
hey,
Peter.
what you got? We all got this question this morning, so we've all done it. So I would
Yeah,
expect you have
Sam.
something too.
Yeah,
I mean, you could have given it to us earlier, but
It's more exciting when you have to come up with it quickly.
That I've just seen, and this kind of fits with the Weinstein theme as well, I suppose. And it's just like a random exchange where Venkman says, "Make him hard," and
oh, I had that. And then I changed my
But
mind.
what's the tattoo?
well, it's gonna be "Make him hard," and because I'm obviously a buff guy, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
holy
absolutely.
shit.
Super buff. I'm gonna get it just wrapped around my bicep.
bicep. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Classic.
Make him hard.
See, my alternative one was like,
The cum gutters.
yes.
Cum gutters.
Yeah.
Yes. And I had like two of their like proton things with the, what are they called?
Like the guns.
Yeah, with the,
The laser.
Proton.
yeah, you
Proton
can't,
one,
you, once you can't cross. And it was going to say like below my belly button, like grab your stick, heat them up, make them hard.
Less.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So, yeah, you know, either
Still,
way.
still a little Weinstein-y. So
Yeah,
still
very
pretty
much.
Weinstein, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's really kind of rapey.
I
It
mean,
was-
we
it
definitely
was the
captured
theme.
a theme here.
It was the theme of the movie.
Yeah.
Oi, oi. Only, you know, consensual make them hards
Yeah,
on
yeah.
my street.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, get hard consensually.
Yeah, only if you want to, though.
Consensually. This has been original public music on the camera.
If you don't consent, keep it soft. That's okay.
Yeah. Do you consent? No? Well, fucking put that down.
Soft boys only.
Hashtag soft boys.
All right. This next one is a collaborative question that we're all going to jump in on and do our best to
Yeah.
make. But I know the problem is that with this, the problem is with this one is that it's already been answered. But I think we
Yeah.
can take it to the next
Yeah,
one.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I think so.
Anyway, so we've been hired.
Have
Four
we?
of us. Yeah,
Would
we've been-
we?
Yeah.
Well, no.
We've been
Apparently.
hired to update
Apparently.
this film and make it more relevant and appropriate for the new generation.
Yeah.
How do we make this film PC?
Okay, obviously, just get this elephant in the room, all female cast, all right? But that's already been done.
Yeah.
So
and we can't just do that again.
can't just do
so
that.
I'm
No, that's
thinking
been done.
we
No,
can't
it's-
top greatness.
I'm thinking it's a gender fluid cast. Is
I
what
was
I'm
gonna
thinking.
say.
I agree.
Yeah.
Every cast member should be Rick Moranis. Because that guy's range is incredible.
Yeah.
And he's very popular now because people found out that when his wife died, he quit
quit.
acting to look after his kids. And
So
Aw.
hang on. So are we thinking like a Eddie Murphy Nutty Professor thing?
no,
Here?
no, that's too classy. I'm thinking Tyler Perry in every Tyler Perry movie where he plays multiple characters.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But white.
Question.
Ooh.
Question.
Yeah, yeah. Him with
Does
All
Rick
white class,
Moranis get away with blackface?
No.
no.
Does anyone get away with blackface?
I mean,
yes. The cast of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
yes. Well, no, because those episodes have been removed from every streaming service.
I still have them,
I still have them too.
and that's
You
the main
too.
thing. On DVD. Wink.
I've got it on Blu-ray.
Wink.
4K's the thing now. Come on.
Right next to all those Harry Potter DVDs.
So yeah.
More PC, guys.
So we're thinking. Sorry. So we're
Not
thinking.
less.
PC. So maybe like
Rick Moranis
yeah, playing a woman.
playing. Oh yeah,
Oh.
he would be able to do it.
No, but playing-
He's very feminine.
But he's playing. What he's doing is he's playing the characters as gender fluid.
Or maybe no, he's
There's
Dra-
no definition. They're non-binary.
no,
Peter.
I know, but like he's playing a woman that plays a man.
So he's a man playing a woman that plays a man.
Yeah.
So like Robert Downey Jr.
yeah, he's Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
He's a
everyone,
dude, pretending to be a woman,
but
pretending to be a dude.
with across the entire cast is what's happening.
Okay. I'm in on this. So he's a man playing a woman playing a man.
Yeah,
And then like his other character is like a man playing a woman.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
all
yeah.
right, okay.
This has layers, guys.
This has got layers. Yeah, this
Every
is
good
deep, yeah.
every good story needs to be overly complicated.
yeah.
Yep. I'm thinking.
Can you also play the dogs too? Like the
I just
hounds?
want. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
the proton
Yeah.
packs are a little bit violent.
Yeah.
They are.
Should they be digitally replaced with walkie-talkies?
That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
thinking digitally replacing them with walkie-talkies.
Well, apparently in
Yeah.
the original script there were wands, like magic wands.
That's a bit penisy, Peter. I think
Yeah.
walkie-talkies
That's a little
is
phallic.
little-
One-
Wands
it's a little
are a
phallic.
phallic object.
Yeah.
Maybe like they could have.
We don't want to
little-
be suggestive. Anyway.
No.
Yeah.
No,
but
walkie-talkies
Yeah,
is the way to
you've
go.
seen like you've seen E.T. when Steven Spielberg like re-approached it, right? With the walkie-talkies, it's so
Yeah,
much better. So
It really is.
Yeah.
It makes so much more sense.
it makes so much more sense. Yeah,
Because, like, would you shoot at a child?
Yeah.
I think not.
exactly. Would you pick up a walkie-talkie and aim it at a child? Yes,
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I-
What
harmless.
about that?
Aim all my
Harmless.
walkie-talkies at children.
you would. Yep.
All of them.
Several
Yeah, I have so many.
several
Just keep
walkie-talkies.
aiming them at children.
They
And
deserve it.
Maybe we should rename it as well because like busted is kind of like a
Well, we could
like
go.
busters.
What
Like
was
when you ghost busting.
what was
Busting
the-
makes it
Look,
sound
I
kind
think
of violent.
I think we
doesn't
have to.
busting make you feel good?
Yeah.
That's what the song
That-
said.
it does say that.
I do think that I wouldn't change the name because we want the brand recognition to be there.
No, but
we could like
They had
like, add
an
a little
original
bit to the
title
end of it.
though. Was it Ghostbusters or Ghost Smashers?
I'm not sure.
The original title.
I'm not too sure.
Because they had a different title, but then they shot the scene with everyone chanting Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, so they couldn't change it. So
Yeah.
they had to they won a suit. I think it was Ghost Stoppers.
I like Ghostbusters, but then like Ghostbusters story about saving the planet from paranormal activity or something like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Like multiple teams maybe all across the road, like in Dan Aykroyd's original script.
That could work. That could work.
Because that was set in the future too.
And it would cost like $300 million to produce.
That sounds like a good film.
I would watch that.
I would watch that.
As long as Bill Murray gets to still be in it, though.
I do think there needs to be some child actors in there as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you mean like Finn and Leah?
Yep, unfortunately.
Do you know who those children are?
Yep.
You know who Leah is?
Yes.
Yeah. Who's that, Sam?
Is that I'm guessing it's the girl in the new film.
No, it is the chick who plays Sprite in Eternals. You love her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she needs to be in it.
Yeah, you're right, Monica. Yeah.
It's not McKenna Grace, because that's the chick who plays in the new one, Afterlife, which I like her.
I know.
No.
I had absolutely no problem with her.
No,
at all.
no,
I hate
no.
Stranger Things kid. That guy needs to get shot and put
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, so he's in it.
Yeah.
I think that would work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I think...
Why don't we just, like, I know Aaron was saying Rick Moranis, but what about just replacing them with, like, a new Stranger Things cast? Just a whole bunch of kids.
Or just the Stranger Things cast.
Or just the
No,
Stranger
I
Because
Things.
they do have a black kid and a girl.
Yeah.
So, like, that's pretty PC.
See, no, I was thinking, you know, Ray Fisher and Adam Levine,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
then-
those two people are the best.
and then Finn Wolfhard
Oh,
and,
God,
and Leah
yeah.
McHugh. Yeah.
What my dream cast.
I think
My
that would
dream
be amazing.
cast. That would be absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I
Gosh.
would love that.
They will have so much range and don't come off like complete dick bags.
And
So
maybe-
yes, they are.
And Shia LaBeouf, but, like, only acting the way he did.
Well, Shia
in-
LaBeouf could be the key master.
Yeah.
But
he
do you
has to
reckon-
he has to act with the same, like, dedication as he put into the...
Transformers, like, 3.
Crystal Skull.
Oh, yeah, Crystal Skull, yeah.
Yeah, that level of acting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he should be called Mutt in this film as well?
I do. Mutt is a good name.
Mutt is a good name.
Matt Williams, wasn't it? Matt Williams?
Mutt
Mutt,
Williams.
yeah.
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 I think this would be a great movie. Sam.
I think this would be a fucking great movie.
I think
as well.
you're onto something here.
Yeah, it's a shame Aaron's missing all of this.
It is a shame Aaron's missing all of this, but look, he's back now.
Oh, he is. You
We missed you, Aaron.
so
We missed
much.
you. So basically, Aaron, what's happened is that we've replaced the cast. We've given up on the Rick Moranis idea. Yeah. So what
Yeah,
we've
we
done
weren't here to
instead,
defend it,
I
so-
made a new cast.
Monica's picked all my favorite actors.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
It's
Ray
amazing.
Fisher.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Who else was there? Adam Levine.
Yeah.
Adam
I'm sure.
Levine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen music videos. He can act.
Yeah.
Finn Wolfhard.
Which one was that?
It's the
Stranger
annoying,
Things.
the really great actor in Stranger Things, who was sort of the main kid for a bit, but now they don't really have a main kid anymore.
I've only seen like the first season of this.
The
one.
white one with the curly black hair.
The one with missing teeth?
No, that's the other one.
It's Dustin.
That's Dustin. He's got curly grey hair.
No, the one
Brown hair.
who's trying to, like, throw fingers through Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
Drake.
yeah.
Not Drake, though. Not Drake.
Yeah, not Drake. Yeah.
Pete's like, I got an opportunity for a joke here. I know what I'm going to do. Wasn't telegraphed at
I
all.
think I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
That guy. And who else was it?
Leah McHugh, I think is her name.
Is the person who plays who in what film? Again?
Sprite in
in
Eternals.
I haven't seen Eternals.
Don't. I mean, sorry, no, do. It's great.
It's not as bad.
It has amazing cinematography.
Yeah,
it has
like the-
amazing.
Hey,
it looks
Peter,
great.
how's the
Looks
lighting in it?
incredible.
Is the lighting
Lighting's
good?
great,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. It looks fantastic. It's just a bit slow for what people.
A bit.
Yeah.
I would show you, but I'm not connected to the internet.
Jesus, you don't even
I'm
let her
sorry.
access the internet, Peter.
No, I
Yeah.
don't want her to use up my data, bro.
Dude, you don't even know the half of it. Like, I can't do anything.
It's a
Yeah.
shame.
But you
Yeah.
can smash a fucking bottle of.
Old Rosie.
Oh,
Old Rosie.
Jesus Christ,
Hey,
Monica.
that's over the
Hey!
halfway mark. Hey, how you doing, Sam?
I'm getting there.
Sam,
I'm not too
Sam,
bad.
Sam.
Chug.
No,
Go,
I'm
go,
not.
chug,
I'm
chug,
drinking,
chug,
come on.
chug,
Chugging that.
chug, 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 chug. Now's your chance to
in
catch
my
up,
nose.
Sam. Now's your chance to catch up. She stopped drinking.
Ah,
Did you even drink any of that?
Fuck off.
That looks the same.
it does. Come on, Sam.
It hurts so. It doesn't look the same. It's like a little bit off halfway. Fuck you guys. God damn. Oh, this is the fuck.
What are you gonna pick
I was
for
like,
next
hey,
week?
what's my new thing for this season? I'm going to get different alcohol everything. Yuck.
Like
Yuck.
First episode in, you're like, I'm gonna change what I'm gonna
Get
do.
me some more Mad Goose, please.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck, this is gross.
Yeah, goose.
Yes. All right. I think we appropriately did a decent job of PCing that film. I mean, I feel like it maybe
Yeah,
went a little off track, but we got there.
I picked the great cast.
You did. You picked the best cast. Thank you, Monica.
Yeah, and it's pretty
You're
diverse.
welcome, Sam.
Very diverse.
You got children. You
Yep.
got a black man. You got a.
Gender fluid-esque person.
Who's that one? Oh, the person.
Oh yeah,
from,
Adam Levine.
Eternals.
Yeah.
Eternals. Gotcha.
And Adam Levine, I guess, as well.
I mean, if he has his shirt off.
He can act because he was in
Music videos.
Music videos, yes,
It's
definitely.
an American Horror Story.
Yeah,
as
American
well.
Horror Story. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he gets his fucking skull crushed in or something, and he did that so well.
Yeah, I mean,
He could be shirtless,
He got his head crushed in so well.
showing off those tattoos.
Yeah, he can probably get some sweet tattoos of the of the actual movie.
So who has the most punchable face?
I'm a tie. I couldn't pick one.
So I just went for Peter Venkman, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, the more I looked at Bill Murray, the more I was like, I
He-
hate him the most.
He
in
doesn't
this.
have a punchable face, but he's a punchable character.
Yeah.
That makes me want to punch him in the face.
face. Yeah.
But the most punchable face is the
EPA guy?
The EPA guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty punchable
I'm
face.
gonna
Winston.
no. I'm gonna disappoint all of you,
Oh,
It's alright.
Sigourney Weaver, Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis.
Poor Rick. My boy.
I don't
My
know.
boy
He's-
Ricky.
He's
No, so
got,
basically, what you're saying is that when you're in high school, you enjoy bullying nerds.
That's
dude,
exactly
he would
what-
be
Wow.
so fucking bullied. I mean, I was the bullied one, so I can't really. But if I was gonna bully, I would
You'd
bully
pick him.
him.
Yeah, yeah.
I would.
You would take out the bullying you were receiving on someone else, and
I-
he was
I
next
would.
in line. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that face, man, is so punchable. I'm sorry.
He's gorgeous.
What a beautiful creature that you've decided to lose.
I'm gonna punch him.
It's like when they like kill a unicorn and whatever.
His
thing it is, they
wife
kill a
died of
unicorn.
cancer for
I
nothing at this
know.
stage, essentially. Yeah. He's like,
She
I'm
wasn't-
gonna look after my kids, and you're like, good. And when you pop back up in movies, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
No, I won't punch him in 19. I don't think she was dead yet.
I'm glad your wife had cancer.
I know you guys are big on like kids animation. Have you seen? That was
Oh.
that was gross. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You gotta turn around when you do that.
I usually try to. Have you seen the show The Dragon Prince? It's a Netflix show. It's written by the
no.
guys who did Avatar as well.
One of the guys
who did
from
Avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah.
I've wanted to watch it, but I
Haven't
have
heard
not.
of it.
It's quite good, and there is a part in there where they kill a unicorn just so they can use magic, and I feel like that's sort of what Monica's doing there. She's just killing a unicorn so people so she has special powers. Like,
Dude, he wants to break into her apartment via balcony.
yep, he's a
He's
unicorn.
a creepy dude.
He's a unicorn.
No, see,
No, he's a unicorn.
He's a creepy unicorn.
You wouldn't get angry if a unicorn showed up on your balcony. You'd be
I
like, There's a
would.
fucking unicorn on my
I
balcony.
was like, what the fuck?
And to be fair, he,
And then you go,
he
I
wasn't
can
able
kill
to.
it and take
He
its
wasn't
mom.
able to get inside. So you know,
yeah, he's
Harmless.
fine.
No. He's the same level of creepiness as Venkman. He's
But
just
he was-
too tiny to do anything about it.
He was supposed to be creepy though. He was like that. His character was supposed to be creepy, whereas Bill Murray was just being Bill Murray. Like he was, they're like, "Could you do that less creepy?" And he's just like, "Did you want me to be in this movie?" They're like, "All right, carry on."
I want to be
Just
creepy.
can you grab her less, please? Can you grab her less? Whereas at least, like, Rick Moranis was just like, "Oh, do you want to come inside? There's a party going. I tried to get in your balcony. I'm
We're
wearing
friends.
I'm wearing a furry fucking sweatsuit." 80s were a wild time.
A good time though. A good time.
I just like her character being there, just so creepy it is can hit on her.
That almost is what her character is there.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna take a swig of this, and then we're gonna hit the fanfiction button.
Yeah.
Swig.
I haven't said who I was going to punch. Wow, it's okay.
No,
Who are you gonna punch? I thought you all agreed about me.
the one guy in there for 30 seconds, you're like, that's him.
That's it.
the guy.
That's the guy.
Yeah, I thought you agreed on the EPA guy.
Yeah, I thought you did as well.
I did, but I was like, I would punch. He had a very punchable face, but I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
That's not really on brand for me. So,
You gotta just.
what's my character, and what do I usually hate? Priests.
The priest was
They
there
fuck
for
kids.
10 seconds. I'll punch him.
and the mayor apparently at one point.
All right.
Had a
I'm
very rapey man.
pretty sure it's time for.
Fanfiction, motherfucker! Yeah! Fanfiction, motherfucker! Yeah! Ready to get hot, bitch! Yeah! Fanfiction, motherfucker! Yeah!
And we're all back from the toilet now, and we're ready to start fan fiction. Like to report that I am not as far through the bottle as Monica, but I definitely have
You're
caught
weak,
up.
man.
She's at the bottom of the barcode, and I'm halfway on the barcode,
Oh,
so
wait.
not too bad.
Okay, you keep talking, Sam. No.
Fucking morons.
You guys are so cool.
I'm
at
so
the bottom of the
cool.
barcode now, so Monica's probably. Oh,
Just
God.
necking it like
Oh,
a fucking
God.
champ.
Oh,
You're gonna be
God.
so fucked up.
Oh, God.
You drink that 13.5
Holy shit.
units.
All right, so Monica's pretty much below the label now.
Because she's a unit.
I'm a Viking, man.
This this is going to be an interesting fan fiction. I got to do a lot of reading on it. All right, so welcome to the fan fiction. This is the fan fiction, the first fan fiction for the year. I haven't written this one. We're going back to reading the ones that other people wrote. It was only I only write them when we can't find one that's good, basically.
Yeah.
And this one's amazing.
And this one's amazing.
I'm so excited.
It's called Emotional Slime, and it's written by the Bad Wolf from Archive of Our Own. Pete, I believe you've got your Yamaha Reface DX there.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you wanna-
Thanks, Yamaha, for the
So the sponsorship there.
sponsorship here.
Yeah,
where
you
I-
didn't have to
where
pay for that at all.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's
For free?
That's all right.
That's
right.
how popular our podcast is.
Yeah,
TV
that's
show
right.
podcast.
Yeah.
It's actually really handy for the podcast because it's kind of small and it just sits on the desk.
It's quite, are you promoting it?
Yeah, you don't
Tell us
need
more
a
about
whole
it, Pete.
So it's got
setup.
plenty of sounds and MIDI connectivity and
Does it have inbuilt speakers, Peter?
it does. It
Oh,
does.
good, because you know when
Wow.
I'm on the go and I want to jam, I want to have inbuilt speakers.
Yeah,
so-
you can run.
You
a
can't do
battery
it
operated
without
as
it,
well.
really.
Yeah, it does run at 12 volts, but you know it's
That's
a good-
amazing.
Can I put batteries in it or?
You sure can.
Oh, well,
Oh, the
can I?
color is so good too.
Yeah, yeah,
it's like
good-
a
good colour.
purpley dark. Yeah.
You can also get an attachment to it that makes it a keytar. I'm not going to do that because I have enough keytars. And
That's something that not many people can say in their life, you know.
Actually, there is
I have too many keytars as it is.
there is actually one more that I'm going to buy eventually, but I need to buy some things around the house first.
All right. Let's get into Emotional Slime, guys.
I'm excited. This is my
Are we
first
excited?
one.
Pete,
I'm excited.
what's this theme you're gonna play for us, mate?
I'm pretty much playing Ghostbusters.
You just gonna play the Ghostbusters theme the whole way
I'm
through?
gonna kind of. I'll
Ad-lib a little bit.
as I usually do.
Okay.
But I took inspiration from the original score.
You want to play for me
Inspiration.
something while we do some talk, make sure the levels are good?
Sure.
That's pretty good there. I think that's pretty good there. You guys are good with that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's fuck this puppy.
Don't fuck the puppy, Sam.
You're the only dog owner here at this table.
My dog is not a puppy.
Yeah, she's an old girl.
She's an old girl.
Don't.
Oh,
I mean, I think
Sam.
I can puppies.
Samuel, put the dog down.
guys, the dog is down. This is being filmed, remember? You can't fake it.
Don't put the dog down, Samuel.
All right. Are we ready to get into it now?
I'm
Are we
ready.
Good? Are we ready? All right, let's try and not fuck this up. Ray grabbed Egon's shirt and pulled him into a kiss. The scientist closed his eyes, trying to focus on nothing but the softness of Ray's touch. He pinned Egon against the wall of the bedroom, driving his tongue into his mouth. Ray reached up and grabbed Egon's bushy hair in his hands. A bright red flush came over Egon's face as arousal raced through his body. How did Ray do this to him? No one had ever made him feel that way.
Slime.
Egon moaned, closing his eyes. Ray gave Egon's hair a little tug before releasing the curly locks. Ray released his hold on Egon and picked up the container of slime from the dresser. When they first started experimenting with the slime, they never thought it would become a regular toy in the bedroom. He dipped his fingers in the substance and thoroughly coated them.
They're open.
He said, lifting his fingers to his lover's mouth. Egon opened his mouth and allowed Ray to slide the slime into his mouth.
There you go.
The viscous slime met his burning hot tongue and slid over his teeth. The slime tasted awful in his mouth. It wasn't enough to make him gag, but it was enough to make his face scrunch up. Warmth spread throughout his body, from his fingertips to his toes. The slime always did this. It made it feel like his body was being set on fire in the best way.
Can I have you tonight?
Ray whispered in his ear. Egon frowned at the idea. He wasn't very fond of being on the receiving end of sex. Ray was always gentle and made sure that he came, but he didn't enjoy it. He wasn't sure what about it put him off. Perhaps it was the act of submitting and giving over his full trust to someone.
Okay.
Egon said, nodding. Despite his misgivings, he felt himself nodding. If this is what Ray wanted, he would go along with it. He loved Ray, and there was no way he wanted to mess that up. Ray smiled and released his lover from his grasp. Egon grabbed a box of tissues from the bedside table and spit the slime out on the tissue. The nasty taste lingered in his mouth. He quickly began to undress. His hands shook as it tried to unbuckle the belt around his waist. So many thoughts were spinning around his head. Sex was still something new to him. It was their only experiments with the slime that had brought sex into his life. One day Ray admitted he had experimented with the slime for the sake of science. Egon decided to give it a try as well. Next thing he knew, his cock was covered in slime and it was balls deep inside his friend. There was no turning back after that. Now undressed, Egon lay on the bed, his head on the pillow. Ray smiled as he watched his lover relax. Egon was often too uptight and he had started relaxing since they started having sex. He sat down between his spread legs, holding the container of slime in his hands. He dipped his fingers into the substance and coated his fingers. He set the container down and gently started to rub Egon's entrance with slimy fingers. Really quickly, I forgot to mention this. When anything is bold in your character and highlighted, I just want you to do those motions. It's a new thing that I'm trying. Yeah, cool, thank you. Egon let out a gasp as the tip of his raised fingers slowly slid into his entrance. His anal muscles tightened around his finger in an attempt to push the foreign object out. Egon let out a whine as Ray pushed his finger in deeper.
Be gentle.
Don't you worry, my precious sunflower. Uncle Ray will keep you safe.
The slime made an amazing lubricant and it caused waves of arousal to flood his body. Ray pushed the finger in all the way, careful to avoid Egon's prostate. He was extremely sensitive inside and wouldn't be able to handle getting fucked after having an orgasm. Ray pulled out his finger and coated them with more of the slime. He wasted no time returning to his task with 2 fingers. Egon's eyes widened and he fought to maintain his composure. The sensation of being spread wide by his friend's fingers was almost too much to bear. It felt so good, and it was that part that he liked. He loved the feeling of Ray's fingers inside of him. They didn't cause the same overbearing feeling Ray's cock caused. As much as Ray loved being fucked, he loved sinking. As much as Ray loved being fucked, he loved sinking into Egon even more. It was the tightest place he had ever been. It was his favorite place. So he just had to get in there. Ray was too drunk from his arousal to think about anything else. He gently pulled his fingers out and began to coat his cock with the slime.
How do you want it, darling?
Just like this.
Egon turned onto his back to face Ray and lifted his legs up.
I like it on my back.
Ray nodded and grabbed a pillow. He put it under Egon's butt to lift him up a bit. After taking a deep breath, he closed his eyes and tried to relax. He could feel Ray's damp erection against his tight entrance. Egon. Ray whispered as he started to push into him.
Ray.
Egon gasped as the head of his lover's cock slid into his body. Egon could feel sweat all over his body. He began to breathe deeply and quickly found it hard to breathe. Ray was inside of him. He put his hand around Egon's knee, embracing him. He gently rubbed his skin in an attempt to calm him.
Shh, baby, I'll be gentle.
He knew Egon often had trouble with penetration. Even though he seemed to love sex, he had a hard time submitting to the way it made his body feel. Egon began to whimper.
That's a good way for Marco.
At the change in his
Nailed
body, he was sweaty and hot. A cock was partly lodged in his passage and the slime was making it feel so strange. Ray slowly started to move deeper inside of him. Egon squirmed as he bumped against his prostate, feeling the pleasure hit his whole body. The slime inside of Egon was making him more sensitive to touch. The more they used, the more he felt. Maybe that was the problem. Perhaps it was making him too sensitive to all the sensations he was feeling. As more and more of Ray's cock was pushed deep inside, he began to feel more overwhelmed. Despite this, his cock was hard and was starting to spurt a little pre-cum every time Ray bumped into his prostate. Ray reached down and gently took Egon's cock in his hand. He slowly started massaging it in his hand. Egon's patches started to tighten up around his cock.
Almost all the way in. Does it hurt at all?
A bit.
Since Ray didn't fuck him that often, He was rather tight. His passions throbbed from the effort of taking his lover's cock. Of course, he wasn't that put off by the pain. He knew it would lessen up once Ray was all the way inside of him. Egon cried out as Ray slid into Egon fully.
All in.
He said, gently kissing his forehead. Gently kissing his forehead, yeah.
Is this me? I'm
Yeah,
not highlighted.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I won't move until you're ready.
Would he ever be ready? Why did you let Ray do this? He just wanted to come so he could make Ray come. He wished that sex didn't have to be so intense and didn't have to set all his nerves on fire. Egon wiggled on his lover's cock trying to get used to the feeling. Ray clenched his mouth shut as he watched Egon squirm on his cock. He just wanted to fuck him hard and fast, but he knew he couldn't. He needed to wait until Egon was ready.
Egon, you okay?
Okay.
Aaron lying again?
Oh, sorry.
It's me.
Egon, you okay?
Yes. Yes, please fuck me. Please.
Ray let out a moan at those words. He slowly began to move inside of him. His lover let out a little moan as he was taken. It was the most intense feeling. All he could feel was Ray's cock inside him. It was almost as if nothing else existed.
Harder.
Egon moaned, twisting his head from side to side. Ray began to grind in response to his pleas. His hands found themselves pressing against Egon's bare skin. His fingers dragged across his moist flesh. They brushed against one another. Egon inhaled the scent of Ray. It felt like it was all around him. Egon shuddered from the force of his thrusts. His cock was pulsing in Ray's hand. The bed beneath them began to squeak as Ray drove his cock in and out of Egon as fast as he could. The roughness of the thrust sent waves of fire up Egon's back, but he didn't ask him to stop. He needed this. Ray panted as he ground his cock into Egon. The sensation wasn't like anything he ever felt in his life. Every time he took Egon, it felt like the first time. Egon felt his eyes welling up as his orgasm began to approach. Egon screamed as his orgasm took over his body. His body began to spasm as it shook with pleasure. He no longer had control of his body. Maybe that was what made him uneasy about this whole thing. Ray could feel his own orgasm building and was about to come himself. Egon's tight passage made it too hard to hold on a long time.
Oh, please finish.
The pleasure had disappeared, leaving only the pain of being taken so roughly. The movements had become much more agonizing. Ray nodded and gave a few rather hard thrusts. He frowned as he heard his lover cry out in pain. No doubt his insides were rather sensitive. On the fourth thrust, he exploded inside of his lover. He lowered his head and rested it on Egon's chest as he tried to collect himself. His heart was racing and he didn't think he was breathing.
Love you.
Ray said he even thought about the words that were coming out. He even thought about the word before he. Ray said before he even thought about the words that were coming out of his mouth. Ray's eyes opened wide when he realized what he had said. He looked down at his lover, unsure of what to say.
Egon.
He started, unable to finish his sentence.
I love you too.
Egon answered back, unshaken by Ray's nervousness. A wave of relief washed over Egon as Ray carefully removed his cock from his passage. This wasn't just sex. Ray cared for him. At first, Egon didn't understand why he was afraid of feeling so vulnerable with Ray, but now he understood. He was in love and he'd been scared. Ray didn't feel the same way. He smiled and rolled onto his side. Perhaps he could get used to submitting to the man he loved. The end. Good job, everybody. That was rough.
So, Peter, how was it, me making sweet love to your wife's anus?
I had an orgasm too.
Yeah. Finished and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both of us busting up.
That.
I think my favorite part about that entire thing was hearing you go like, yeah.
Well, I was a man. I don't know.
That's the noises.
Yeah, coming, VBs. Yeah.
My favorite part was actually, I knew it was going to be my favorite part as well, was Egon orgasm, Like, it's just got that, it's just,
I have
Well,
arrived.
I tried.
Oh, like you made more of it than what was there.
Yeah,
You definitely, yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm a voice actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured as
She's
much.
getting a big break from Weinstein.
She got this tattoo.
I
It's a whole
did.
thing.
Yeah.
She's doing well.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein's my man, bro.
Yeah. She's got a few roles.
Oh, fuck. All right. Good job, everybody, on the fan fiction.
Was it?
Another job well done.
I feel like I did a pretty good job. I feel like we all did a pretty good job.
Good job. Yeah.
For my first time, I think that was it.
Yeah. Good job. Good job.
Were you guys happy with the 80s ass sound?
Look, I felt like I was in the Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
I mean, these two felt like they were actually in the Ghostbusters, but I felt like I was
They were busting into
the
each other.
cameraman in the room, maybe. That's how sort of how I
Yeah,
felt.
yeah.
Bustin makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. That was some busting, and
Bustin'.
it was good.
Bustin', bustin',
Yeah.
bustin', bustin'.
Bustin'.
Can you guys
So
hear
much.
it smashing down rain? as
I can
well?
hear it smashing
Yeah.
down, right?
Yeah,
It
it's
is
like louder.
raining.
Really?
It's like it's louder through here than it is when you do that. I think.
Yeah, the mic can
that
pick
is
it
true.
up.
The mics are picking it up. So,
Yeah.
guys, it is raining. That's
It's-
rare
it's
because it's been
actually
a
like-
fucking
yeah.
heat wave for this last 2 weeks in
Yeah.
Cairns. So,
I think calling it just raining is like it's fucking pissing down.
yeah, we're in a soundproof room, so it is piercing down. Yeah,
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to hear anything outside.
but we can.
Yeah.
All right, let's summarize. So I'm going to throw a couple of points out there. If you guys want to throw stuff out as well, you can, and then we're going to close this bad boy out. So, Ghostbusters, 1984. Firstly, doesn't have an all-female cast. That's the biggest problem with
That
it.
is the biggest.
But also, Dan Aykroyd act bad. Bill
So
Murray
bad.
maybe act worse.
Yeah.
Phone ring sound is dreadful. I had to throw that in. I couldn't
Yeah.
get away from it.
Okay.
Terrible special effects.
Yep. Can confirm.
And a very rapey Bill Murray and a very rapey theme overall.
Yeah, it's super rapey.
Yeah? You guys got
I'm
anything else
happy.
you want to throw in?
No, I think that covers it.
Yeah.
so rapey.
So rapey. All right.
Super
that-
rapey.
I'm
I
good.
feel like is it rapier than Back to the Future, Monica? As this is the last, this is the thing that came up last time was like rapiness.
I would say no.
It was pretty
Well,
rapey,
Monica being
but-
on our show has a theme, apparently.
Yeah. Rapey stuff.
Oh, let's have Monica back because
Monica's
she's
just
gonna
like, "Hey, Monica,
talk
what-
about
what-
the
what film-
rape.
yeah, what films do you want to do? Only the ones where there's rape.
Yeah.
All right. With that, I think...
Hey, no, because Bill tried.
Mm-hmm.
Biff tried.
Yeah.
Biff tried.
What you're saying is
Bill
they
did
both
not.
tried?
No. Bill Murray did not. He was like, "Oh, you're possessed. No, thank you."
I'll just kiss some top titty
Yeah,
instead.
that's it. Biff tried violently.
Really quickly before I close this episode out, Monica, hold your bottle up, and let's have a picture of the actual... There we go. It's still wobbling.
Instagrams.
This will be a good photo. There we go.
Oh, Roso.
It just shows how much you crushed me. There we go. With all of that, I think it's pretty safe to say that...
It's a big
Are you ready, Peter? That was a cute burp. Are you ready?
Yes,
I'm
man.
going to turn it up so it can pick us both up.
Okay.
It's pretty rare I get to do this with you.
Means no word.
Thank you for listening to the first episode of Season 2. We're certain that you enjoyed it and probably had a cheeky fap to the fanfic.
Sure, I did.
Anyway, we're sure you did, so make sure you're bracing yourself for another year of us being idiots because we've got plenty more to come. If you enjoy this podcast, make sure you share it with your friends and review us on whatever platform you can review us on. If you want to get in touch with us, you can reach out to us via email at itsabitshit@outlook.com or via our socials linked in the episode description. Peter, do you have something to say?
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Rip Taylor Hawkins, and someone please remind Priest to stop fucking kids.
Bye.